As a reminder, obey my commands at all times. Protect yourself at all times. If you want to touch him up, good luck.
All week long, we've heard about the size discrepancy, how Haney is the naturally much bigger man, but he did his job. He got down to 135 pounds, but 36 hours to rehydrate. Now you see them just in their trunks, ready to go at it. Here we go for Undisputed. It is underway, round number one. Harvey Doc will get him going. What do you sense in terms of the size difference to your eye now when you see him rehydrated?
I mean, it's clear that Devin Haney is taller and he's the bigger fighter, but that doesn't, I'm not putting any stock in that. Devin Haney had to drain that big frame that we're talking about. He had to drain that down. Loma didn't have to work as hard. It goes both ways.
That's right.
Here's the fight. Let's see what happens.
What kind of a toll does it take when you're the bigger man to have to make weight?
Ooh, nice shot right there. First shot thrown.
Haney probes to the body with a right hand after the hook. Remember, he said, I want to push him back.
A lot of talk about Loma having to start faster because he's fell behind in his last two fights, but both fighters need to start early and set the tone.
Slow starts have gotten the best of Loma. Remember the loss to Teofimo. It was a very slow start for the entire first half of that fight. Even against Jermaine Ortiz, he came in strong late in his last fight.
That sequence right there was interesting. Haney was coming forward, and as soon as Haney took a step back, Loma stepped forward immediately.
Loma on the inside lands a short left hand at the end of that three-punch combination.
This is going to be a high-stakes chess match, ebbs and flows, adjustments being made, big shots being landed, quick, clean shots being landed. This is what we're in for tonight.
That is the promotional thematic of this Undisputed fight, a chess match. Two brilliant fighters with speed, with ring IQ, with great ability. And Loma has said all week long, it's about the guy who adapts best and adapts first.
You have two of the most tactical and technical fighters in the world today.
Haney trying to work behind that jab. Here's what Loma does on the inside. Lets the hands go. Nothing met with force there.
Good
back
defense
out to
from
range.
Devin Haney. Yes.
Indeed.
And way to land two shots. Grazing, but he punched after to let Loma know, after you punch, I'm going to punch. A lot of small messages being sent from both guys right now.
And a message being sent by the crowd here, 17,000 at MGM Grand, and you can clearly hear a Loma, Loma, Loma chant.
Step back, step back.
Not a whole lot of downloading going on. Lomachenko is starting fast. He's already cut the distance already. He's gotten close.
Yeah, but he's not landing, Tim.
No, he's not landing.
Devin Haney looks like a man with a game plan. He knows what Loma's going to bring, and he's adjusted very well to the foot movement of Lomachenko, which typically has opponents wide-eyed even in the first round.
Yeah, that foot movement that closes the gap, gives angles, and then allows him to score. Yes, he's closing the gap. Yes, he's getting angles, but not much scoring, and you just saw it there with the upper body movement and the head movement of Devin Haney. He's avoiding those punches.
Don't get credit for effort.
For now.
Loma.
He didn't avoid all of those.
Trying to be effective in that neutral corner to close out that first round. End of the round had the four-punch combination by Lomachenko. Early on, the left hook by Devin Haney. According to CompuBox, each man landed 6 punches precisely in that first round.
I'm going to tell you right now, adjustments going to have to be made right away from Haney because that first round, Loma was able to close the distance already. That's trouble. I smell trouble for Devin Haney late in this fight.
Heard Bill Haney, the father and trainer of Devin, saying attack, attack, attack.
The goal for Team Haney is not to outbox Loma. It's to press Loma. It's to touch Loma every chance he gets and to ultimately allow the size and the skill to pay dividends.
But he has to do it with combinations. He can't do it with 1-2 punches at a time. If you want to force Lomachenko back, throw your combinations.
It's too early for that, Tim.
Devin Haney has had a great jab throughout his entire career. Arguably the best jab, according statistically, the best jab among lightweights, number 6 overall in all of boxing. There's a long striding right hand to the body. But the last time he faced a southpaw was Jojo Diaz, and his jab was not as effective against the southpaw Diaz. He only landed 10 total jabs in 12 rounds.
Good shot right there from Loma, good counter. that grazed Loma from Haney. Haney's doing what he needs to do. It's 2s and 3s, control distance, control range, and try to start to write the story of the fight. Good
nice
body
shot right there.
Right hand gets underneath. A right hand to the body by Haney.
3, 4s, and 5s. It's too early for that. It's a long fight. Good shot right there from Haney.
Haney getting underneath with that right hand. Effective work in the midst of round number 2 to the body.
Good defense, good prevent defense right there, where Loma wanted to come in, but the physical strength of Haney said no.
Nice counter right there.
And then the counter right hand from
off
Devin
the back
Haney.
foot. Oh, there's a combination from Loma. Getting mid-range.
Loma closing that gap and letting those hands go. There is no downloading here. This is high-level stuff right from the start.
Listen, this fight is dangerous for both guys. Nobody can let off the gas. Nobody can lose focus. Loma is going to have moments. Haney is going to have moments. You just need to have more moments than your opponent.
Ooh, straight left hand right down the middle.
And the crowd reacts
Set up off
to
the
chant of
footwork.
Loma again. Both guys looking absolutely primed. Right hand to the body again from Devin Haney. Straight left from Vasily Lomachenko.
Loma inching forward, trying to land a little bit more in this second round.
And again, Lomachenko throwing not one or 2 punches at a time. He's throwing his punches in combinations when he gets in the range that he wants to be in. There it is.
End of 2 as we will listen in to Lomachenko's corner. That's brought to you by C4 Energy.
Take advantage of those openings because he keeps his hands up really high, exposing his body.
So the CompuBox numbers are comparable, but in that last round, even though Lomachenko landed 9, Haney landed 10, 5 of those landed punches were effective body punches by Devin Haney.
You have to know that Loma's going to have his moments in this fight. He's a great fighter, a lot of accomplishments, and he's been a winner his whole life. But it's how Devin Haney manages those onslaughts from Lomachenko and how he answers will determine how this fight is fought.
Another thing that Haney has gotten away from is that left hook. Use that left hook. That'll stop Loma from getting around to his weak side. And when he throws it, he needs to throw it at the shoulder. So that way, Loma, if he dips underneath it, it's going to connect. Good right hand counter.
Looking to counter that left hand of Loma. Does so with a viper-fast right hand. Younger undisputed champion. He has great athleticism. And he feels like he's stronger and more explosive with the strength and conditioning work that he has been doing lately.
Loma tried to get off a clip, and Haney smothered him. Good move by Devin Haney. Small investments that pay up the road.
Left hand.
Double left hand.
By Lomachenko. He doubles it up. So Loma with a moment of success halfway through round number 3.
Haney trying to get real physical on the inside.
Loma trying to close that gap again. Find a home for that left hand.
Haney can't allow the engine of Lomachenko to get going, because you'll start to see those 3s, 4s, and 5s. He's got to tuck his defense really tight and turn to the side and use angles like Loma does and use that against him and hit him on the angles.
These are the moments that Harvey Dock was brought in for. Those moments on the inside with the tie-up. He said, if you got the free hand, I'm going to let you work.
I'm seeing signs of vintage Loma right now.
What is that, Timmy?
Angles. Getting to the spot real quickly where he wants to be. He's fighting harder than ever right now. Getting off to a fast start.
If you're Loma, you want to keep doing what he's doing in this last round and a half.
Headshot lands.
Keep pressing, keep causing disruption, keep trying to close the distance, and make Devin Haney
Uppercut comes in.
that he can do something about it.
Southpaw jab set it up, and Loma with a combination here in the final minute of round 3, and then a left hand hits the target.
He's at the range where he wants to be, Tess. Easy. He has closed the range and found his range already. He's making contact on Haney. Haney has to maintain that distance or it's going to be easy pickings for Lomachenko.
Haney needs to answer that. That's how he gets
With
the respect.
combinations.
There is no slow start tonight. This is high-level stuff between these two elite fighters. Quick break and right back to action. Vasily Lomachenko has a 26-25 connect advantage. According to CompuBox, at this point, he has landed 23 of his 26 punches as power punches.
It's not just the power and the footwork of Lomachenko that spooks opponents, frustrates opponents, and gets opponents out of their game. It's the accuracy.
And the IQ.
He hits you with a shot, and you wonder, how did he get that off? Good shot right there from Devin Haney. He needs more of that.
Get off his head. Stop, stop. Stop. Don't lean on his head. Don't lean on his head.
See, and Haney needs to take advantage of any time he sees Lomachenko out of position with his feet not set. See, like there, that's when he has to attack. Lomachenko stepped back, disengaged. He was out of position. He couldn't throw for anything. Nice way to get out of angle.
To the side. And then a three-punch combination.
Look at the hand speed of Loma.
Both fighters fighting a good fight.
Yes, they are.
It is.
High-level stuff.
As advertised, exactly as advertised.
Oh, straight left hand down the middle. Again, Haney keeping his head on the line. Every time he shoots that jab, that head is right on that line of fire. Lomachenko is a smart fighter. He understands. He sees that.
And don't get it twisted, because there's skill on display here. This is also a test of the wills, even early on in this fight, that I'm going to impose my will, my game plan on you. That's what's happening for both fighters right now.
Small adjustment right now for Haney. What he's doing is now he's operating on the back, trying to keep his distance. Nice hook right there. Check hook as he's off the back foot. Another one. Beautiful shot. He might have found something there, Tess.
Good.
It's not the right hand. It may be the hook for Lomachenko.
Trying to angle off to that right side. When he's at his best, you think he's in front of you, and then all of a sudden he isn't. And with that, it creates an offensive attack.
Ooh. Good shot right there from Haney.
It was the right hand from Haney. Tries to come with it again. And as Lomachenko broke off to his right.
Haney now boxing well off his back foot. Turning Loma.
Lead left hand that scores for Lomachenko there.
Game plan was for Haney to back Loma up, but he's boxing very well on the back foot, being a counterpuncher.
Oh, southpaw jab. Snaps back
that was a leaping jab.
Good counter from Haney. Both guys landed.
And now Haney trying to work behind that jab himself.
Now here comes Haney.
And they go down when they get tied up.
Small message being sent. We're not going to play on the inside. I can manhandle you if I need to, from Lomachenko.
It's a good round for
Body
Haney.
shot comes in
really
at the
good
end
round
there.
for Haney.
Haney scored a body shot. Now at distance, you'll see plenty of that jab. Short right hand on the inside. End of 4. 4 rounds in the books, and with that, let's check in with Max Kellerman as to how you're scoring it, Max.
Haney's winning 39-37. He won the first 2 rounds. The second, both of them close. The second round very close. The third round I gave to Lomachenko, and Haney took the fourth, although it was competitive. Each round is competitive. Haney doing enough to negate Lomachenko's best work in most of the rounds so far.
So that's how Max Kellerman sees it, 3 rounds to 1. The left hook early in the first round for Haney.
Good
right
sweeping body shot from Haney. Another one. The reason why Loma's not blocking that very well is because he doesn't know how to defend on the inside. He's got so many amateur fights where that's not a thing that's taught in the amateurs. Been a pro for a long time, but doesn't have a boatload of fights as a professional.
Right hands to the body. He has found success there. He's landed 17 body punches to this point. Early on in round number 5 has Devin Haney, the 24-year-old undefeated, undisputed lightweight champion.
That's where size plays.
Ooh, nice uppercut.
Right uppercut on the inside.
But he bumped him, right?
That's where size plays a role.
Comes with the right uppercut again. And now just obstructing with that lead hand, that jousting left hand.
Loma's got to work really hard to land a shot like that. He's got to get through the reach.
He does there.
And he has a good moment right there with Haney against the ropes.
Again, Haney's head is directly down on the firing range. He doesn't move his head well after he shoots a punch.
It's deceptive because Loma will be to the side of you, but yet land a punch right down the middle.
That's that Manny Pacquiao. That's what I call that. Get his head on the outside.
1-2 by Haney and return fire from Loma.
It's some good high levels. It's some good
Oh my
strength.
goodness, I'm not gonna lie. It is. high-level stuff going on right
The
now.
speed and the decisiveness of the actions of each fighter
Yes.
is really
Yes.
defining it, isn't it?
Yes.
When you say high level, when you say great
The decision
chess,
making
yes,
that
high
each
level,
fighter is
fast
making.
decision making.
Good jab.
Both men going to the body.
Haney avoided all of that from Loma.
Trying to sweep with the right hand to the body. Loma able to use his footwork to get out of the way.
Again, that double left hand is coming straight down the middle on Haney. 2-1 combination right after that.
Chopping down because he got to that interior range.
Got into the interior range, and the left hand of Haney is down.
Good body
Good
shot.
body work, though. Those body shots are accumulating. Gonna take a lot out of
Just missed
Loma
the
late.
right uppercut if
Yes,
he
it
didn't
is.
land it. Loma looking for some rest to finish out this round. Haney needs to
Exactly.
close strong.
Cloud reacting to absolutely everything. End of 5. Haney money lines come down to even money. Lomachenko's minus 125. Updated odds are brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. Total punches, you see 49 to 44. Slight advantage for Haney. More accurate at 27%. But among those total punches landed, 23 body punches. 23 body connects as we start round 6.
Good sneaky left hand from Haney as Loma tried to sneak out the side door. He said, take this with you.
And again, you see right there, when Haney's punching, Loma is defending. He's protecting the top, but he's out of position with his feet.
Stop, stop, stop. Stand back.
I think Haney can pick up his jab even more.
Yes. And that hook.
He's at
Oh,
his
nice-
best when he
nice
picks
shot
up the
right
jab,
there.
but there was a left hand by Lomachenko that found the mark.
He
Good left
anticipated that one. He knew the jab was coming. He knew the single jab was coming, and he came right behind it. Good body work.
Right hand to the body again. Comes back with a left to the body. Then goes up top with a short right hand. Lomachenko with a 3-punch combination that was capped by a short left uppercut on the inside. Now both men trading in the kitchen. Lomachenko a 1-2 before the tie-up, separated by Harvey Dock.
Great exchange from both guys.
Yes, it is.
It was. Halfway through round 6.
But if Haney wants to do better on the inside, he needs to shorten his shots and he needs to run them in combination, 3s and 4s.
I think Loma better start trying to throw some body shots as well.
Yeah.
He's only landed 4
That
to this
2-1
point.
combination, again, taking advantage of that lead hand of Haney being down.
That's a 1-2 from the southpaw stance.
Stop.
Good shot right there.
That's clean. That's clean. That was clean.
Good job by the ref establishing what's clean and what's not in this fight to
I think
eliminate
Harvey
any
Dock,
confusion.
Dre, I think we can say Harvey Dock to this point has done a very
Fantastic.
good job where there was great concern all week long.
He's a great ref. He's staying out the way, and he's only doing and saying what he needs to.
Right hand to the body again.
Nice
Left uppercut comes
uppercuts.
underneath with the right hand, does Haney.
The rib cage, the left side of Loma is reddened by those looping right hands from Devin Haney.
All right? No, you turn, you hitting back there. Don't do that.
Warning from Harvey Dock.
I believe that might be the second warning for a shot behind the head for Haney. Good defense from Devin Haney. Good
Breathe in.
poise
Breathe
in
in.
that corner by not allowing Loma to get off the way that he likes to.
See the footwork right there. There it is. Out of position, getting hit with that right hand. Lomachenko not set. Can't punch from there.
By the way, stats don't always tell the story, but take this one and understand it when we talk about the defense of Devin Haney and what he's capable of. Through 6 rounds, Loma, 27% of his power punches landed. He came in landing 48% typically in his fights. So Haney's doing a good job against the power punches and reducing the proficiency of Lomachenko. Now, after that last round, we heard his father, Bill, say, I want you outside, I want you to work the stick here. Let's see if he gets to the jab and stays on the outside. Oh, Loma! Left hand from Loma.
3 shots,
Comes in.
3 left hands from Loma.
Haney cannot get relaxed, not 1 second
Brother,
in the ring with Loma.
Neither one of these guys can get that way.
Well, that's what happened. He got relaxed, got a little lackadaisical, and Loma made him pay for it.
This is a two-way street.
Oh, yeah.
Turn around.
This is a two-way street.
Sitting in front, not doing anything.
Stop, stop, stop.
Twists him around and throws him away.
Look at Loma trying to say, yeah, I'm physically strong. Trying to send a message to Haney.
Remember that huge shove yesterday on the face-off after the weigh-in,
Good
trying
body
to send a
shot from
message, I'm
Loma.
going to push you around.
I think Loma needs to go downstairs. He not throwing a lot of body shots. We're not seeing that straight left to the body like we normally see.
Let him go. Stop, stop.
I don't know if he's afraid to get countered or he feels like Haney's too far away and doesn't want to reach, but he needs to throw there. Good shot.
Ooh.
Short right hand from Devin Haney. Then he
Oh,
goes
that
to the
was low.
body again, right to the belt line.
That's straight a
Keep those
bit.
punches up.
Loma working his way in, doubling up that left hand.
Nice move,
stop.
nice move. Taking his
Stay off
head
his head.
off the line, Lomachenko, and then coming with two left hands.
Haney double jab, no right hand behind it. Loma closes the gap, nearly a clash of heads.
That's when the fight gets interesting in a championship fight. The back half, the 7th round on. Now we see how
There it
hard
is.
you train. Now we see what type of lifestyle you've been living. This is when it all comes out.
And how bad you want it. And how bad you want it.
They want it badly. For Lomachenko, he says, it's all I've ever dreamed about, being undisputed, having all 4 belts. For Haney, he wants validation.
Haney looked at it but didn't throw it.
It was there. It was there. Loma was bracing himself for it. Oh!
He felt that.
He caught him.
That all came because Devin Haney picked up his jab and began to throw it. Loma's looking for a jab. A left hook came instead. Haney looking to counter with the right hand. Ooh,
good
from
shot.
Loma.
Big exchange there to close out this round.
Wow.
We had the left hook by Haney, and then moments later, Lomachenko responded. Dave Moretti is one of the judges. This is his 4th Lomachenko fight. Tim Cheatham is one of the judges. He did Bivol Canelo, Bivol's unanimous decision win. And David Sutherland is the other judge, and he is often the hired gun when Nevada goes outside of their pool of judges. But they will be tasked with that chore if we get the distance.
It'll be interesting if this fight stays like this all the way through, because Devin Haney is viewed as the villain. I don't think that's the accurate view, but that's how he's viewed after what he did yesterday. And you never know how the judges are looking at that or scoring some of these exchanges.
Christina Poncher, what is going on in the corner of Lomachenko?
Anatoly telling his son to continue to defend yourself, but I want you to keep up the pressure. Keep backing him up and use combination punches, but remember to defend yourself.
Anatoly, a.k.a. Papachenko, the 59-year-old father, the 2-time trainer of the year of Vasily Lomachenko.
A lot of moments and opportunities.
Stop, stop. No knockdown. No knockdown. No knockdown.
For Haney, it's been passed up. He'll throw a good shot. He'll get Lomachenko where he needs to, out of positioning, and he doesn't follow up with his attacks.
Good patience and good right hand from Devin Haney right there as Loma plows in.
The double left hand, I knew it was coming. I anticipated that.
Didn't have much on it though.
It scored.
It scored. Good counter from Loma. Good initial shot from Haney.
Loma using that pull counter now. Staying close enough. Then he gets out of range and he attacks right back.
Haney has no problem landing the right hand to the head or to the body when he throws his jab. He gets hit when he falls asleep in between exchanges, and Loma leaps in and takes advantage.
And the odd thing is Loma is not doing anything about it. Full counter coming. Straight left hand, double left hand is coming. Good jab.
Southpaw jab from Lomachenko instead.
Again, Loma's going to keep throwing that shot because it continues, it's landing over and over and over. Let's see what Haney does to elude it now.
Good shot from Loma. Good shot from Haney.
Good counter.
It's a straight left hand from Loma and the counter right hand from the Undisputed champ.
Those are moments right there, clear moments that Haney can continue to press forward with his combinations because Loma will play defense up top, but his legs are not set to punch.
Ooh, good one.
Good 1-2.
1-2 from Haney after Loma crossed that threshold trying to get to the inside. Loma trying to close that gap here in the closing moments of round number 8.
Catching him by surprise. Splitting the guards with that shot.
Joe Tessitore, Andre Ward, Tim Bradley ringside. Up at our set position, Mark Kriegel and Max Kellerman, who's scoring the fight. Max, how do you see it right now?
You know, I see it as an even fight. I have it 4 rounds to 4. I thought Loma just tied it up last round, but like the early rounds, he's barely winning these rounds, putting combinations together a little bit by Haney, and Haney's right hand to the body in the last couple rounds hasn't been quite as devastating as it was in the first half of the first 4 rounds of the fight.
I got it 4 apiece, 2. I got Loma coming on, but the telltale sign I told you at the beginning of the evening was could Loma pass Haney on his left-hand side, and he hasn't done it yet.
I think this is going to be a very difficult fight to tally up because you can see it so many different ways. There's been such effective work by Haney, especially like that to the body. There's been so much effective work from Lomachenko with the left hand. What are the judges looking for?
Yeah, it's difficult scoring even when it shouldn't. Ooh, good shot right there.
It's chopping down. Haney backs into that corner, comes out of it.
Shot right there.
With a Viper strike, Loma tries to close the distance.
Hands are free.
Again, straight left hand from Loma. Can't miss with the left hand.
Snap the head back of Devin Haney.
Stop, stop, stop. Step back, step back.
Both guys trading power shots. That's the shot that Loma's looking for. The straight left hand. It's money. Another jab.
Good 2-piece from Loma.
Loma closes range and sends off a 4-bunch combination and then back to distance in that jab, that excellent jab of Haney.
And when does Loma have success? When he's moving forward. When he's moving forward, that's when he's having success, not when he's moving backwards.
I'm here, I'm here. Good.
Left hand again by Loma. Starting to see some fatigue right now from Haney. That was a good body shot. They traded shots right there, going back and forth.
His mouth is open. I think there's some blood coming from the mouth of Devin Haney.
He's exhausted. I mean, mentally, you have to deal. Ooh, beautiful shot right there, counter.
Both fighters,
You got, man,
breathing. They're fighting at a high pace.
Unreal.
It's a lot of mental pressure, but they're in great shape. I don't think any fighter's exhausted right now. They're both doing a great job.
We should have that conversation about mental pressure when the 10th round starts, because even in the non-punching moments, there is intense pressure with this matchup. Just the footwork alone and the presence of each man.
Can't seem to miss every time he throws it.
10th round. Dre, you talk about the mental pressure of this matchup.
Listen, to me, these are the championship rounds. I don't score 11 and 12. I score 10, 11, and 12. And both fighters need as many of these 3 rounds as they can, because you don't know how these judges are scoring. When we think we know, we don't know. When it's a clear-cut win, we don't know. So we certainly don't know in this moment. The mental pressure is still on, but both fighters got to find a way.
What I heard in that corner from Haney was that he's on to me. He knows exactly what I'm doing. That Lomachenko, with that high boxing IQ, was able to figure him out. And Haney looking for answers from his corner. Oh,
good shot. That hurt.
He hurt him with that.
On the inside from Lomachenko.
That hurt him.
Lomachenko's best moment of the fight. It comes in round 10.
Came out of nowhere. Explosive. Right on the target.
I'm telling you. Accurate, sharp, quick, precise punches from Lomachenko.
That's the kind of separation that either guy needs to try to put themselves in a position where they can get a clear-cut decision.
Combination on the inside from Lomachenko halfway through round 10.
Lomachenko now is timing the single shots of Haney.
A little bit of swelling around the left eye of Devin Haney. Short right hand from Haney on the inside. Goes underneath to the body.
Look, Loma standing his ground, standing his ground.
Loma gets to the inside.
There it is.
Work that free hand, and Harvey Dock will separate him.
That's not a dirty move. That's just Loma being physical using the hand that's free.
As the referee Harvey Dock told him, is completely legal.
But you see, Loma's not moving back anymore.
Left
He's not
hand.
moving backwards. He's walking forward now.
Little by little, inching forward. Left hand scored moments ago. Loma having a very good 10th round.
He's trying to set a trap right now. It's the left hand he's looking for.
Catches him again with a left hand.
There it is.
Mental fatigue sets in and you start getting hit with shots that you weren't getting hit with early in the fight. Devin Haney's gotten hit more in this round than he has in any other round in this fight.
Loma again, there it is.
Jab, he comes in with the left hand again, does Loma.
He's already figured out the sequence already. Loma has figured out the sequence. Now you see him moving back. He's setting traps now for that left hand.
Big round for Lomachenko.
Yeah, the clearest round for Lomachenko of the night.
And he definitely hurt Devin Haney in that last round.
Let's check in with Bernardo.
I was just in the corner of Devin Haney, and as he was getting instructions from his father, Harvey Dock came over and said, watch those shots to the back of the head. I'm going to take a point.
He did give warnings earlier, so we will watch for that. You see the advantage of Lomachenko with the punches landed in the last round. After that last round, a clear Lomachenko round, Tim Bradley,
here he comes.
Bill Haney told his son, you're winning the fight. There is under 6 minutes to determine who's the undisputed champion.
Oh.
And he told him you're winning the fight. Combination from Lomachenko again. Championship rounds, and Lomachenko has momentum.
These last few rounds determine this fight.
Razor close. So hard to score so many rounds up until the last round.
But this is that point when I was
Another
saying,
combination from Lomachenko.
Watch the holder.
where either the young fighter is going to rise his game right now or he's going to fade.
This is Lomachenko
has that experience. He can feel it, and he feels Haney fading right now. That's why he's stepping on the gas, testing him, trying to knock him out.
Oh, up jab, southpaw jab, and another one. Lomachenko so accurate right here in round number 11.
And physical, Tess, and
he's looking like the bigger man right now with the physicality. Haney's got to figure this out now, because Loma's not slowing down.
No, he's coming. Next round, he's going to come.
The smaller 35-year-old seems like the younger, bigger man.
2-3 punch combination from Loma, right in Haney's face, daring him to throw, daring him to shoot a shot, because he's in range to counter and lead at will.
And another jab from Loma that snaps back the head of Haney.
And I'm not seeing the answer from Haney like we have throughout this fight.
And his technique has gone by the wayside, meaning Haney. That's the reason why Loma is having success. Oh, beautiful body shot.
Look at this work from Lomachenko. They questioned how much he had left.
Set the trap.
This is when you rise. These are the moments right here.
He went away for nearly a year to serve his country, defending Ukraine. He came back, had to shake off rust, and now looking as good as he ever has here in these championship rounds against the young, undefeated, unblemished, undisputed champion on his home turf.
I don't know what Devin Haney is feeling in his body, but if he loses a close decision by 1 or 2 rounds, 3 rounds, he's going to regret not fighting harder and being more assertive in this 10th, 11th, and we'll see about the 12th round. This has been all Vasily Lomachenko these last 2 rounds.
Remember, Bill Haney told his son just moments ago, you're winning the fight. What will he tell him now going into the 12th and final round? Let's listen in.
Great shot right there.
12th and final round to determine it all. Lomachenko starts this 12th round with a connected advantage of 111-99. The last round, 20-2.
Stop. me your gloves. Give me your gloves.
Loma has all the momentum late. Haney was good early. Which way will it go?
The moments you dream of right here. These are the moments you dream of. A close, tight fight. The crowd is going crazy. You might be down, you might be up, you don't know. You gotta dig deep and you gotta find something right now.
This is why boxing seemingly plays like a movie on the grandest stage. The ebbs and flows, the plot twist, the unexpected. And now, can one of boxing's longtime leading men have a starring role one last time? Can Lomachenko become an undisputed champion? Or will Haney stamp himself as the rising star that he's been?
Good left hook, good right hand left hook from Haney. See if Loma can steal the play and get that back.
He's gonna come on. He's building right now. That's what he's doing. He's getting Haney where he wants him to be, and then he's gonna explode the combinations. Wait for it.
So see Haney with the assertiveness the last 3 rounds. I don't know if it's fatigue.
It's
I don't know
fatigue.
if it's just him getting hit with big shots. I'm not sure what it is. He's punching,
right hand,
but not with the same assertiveness.
Because he's moving backwards, Dre.
Last 90 seconds to determine it all.
Somebody's got to close.
Somebody got to finish.
Somebody's got to close.
Come on. Show your greatness. This is time. Show it.
Step back, step back.
Good defense right there from Loma.
Good shot
Staying
right there
close.
from Haney.
Staying close,
that
though.
shot on the way out, though.
There it is.
Good combos from Loma.
Body
Here he
work
comes.
from Loma.
Good counter from Haney.
Haney tries to go
Man.
underneath with a right hand.
Back and forth action.
45 seconds left. Who's going to close? Good shot right there from Haney.
Right
Good
hand
touch.
from Haney again, Dre.
Little touch up top from Loma.
But Loma's staying close enough. You see, he's staying close enough, absorbing that body shot, and he's throwing his left hand right after.
Comes with the left hand, and then they tie up.
30 seconds
Last
left.
half minute of a close round. Haney's looked better in this 12th. Loma's still right there. Goes, tries to go underneath to the body again.
One went low, one was good. Good shot right there from Haney.
Will somebody steal it in the final moments here, this 12th round?
Oh, they're both going to try in this last 10
There's the
seconds.
clap. They're going to bring it to the bell. High drama all night long. Loma combination. Haney back to the jet. Hey, that was great stuff. That was great high-level stuff right there for 12 rounds. There are the final numbers according to CompuBox. Loma threw more, Loma landed more, and Loma came on strong in the end. Haney showed great defense, a great jab, great body work, especially early on. And this was fought at an extremely skillful, high level, the way it's supposed to be. Now, as for Dave Moretti, Tim Cheatham, David Sutherland, the 3 judges tasked with deciding the Undisputed Lightweight Championship, let's find out.
Ladies and gentlemen, here inside the MGM Grand Garden Arena after 12 rounds, it is now time for the Bud Light celebration decision as we go to the judges' scorecards. Dave Moretti scores the bout 116-112. Tim Cheatham and David Sutherland both score the bout 115-113. All in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. And still undisputed lightweight champion of the world, Devin the Dream Haney!
Devin Haney is 30-0. He defends the Undisputed Lightweight Championship by defeating Vasily Lomachenko in a classic. And you can see the expression on Lomachenko's face.
Okay, gentlemen. Trunks are high here. Any punch thrown in this area will be considered a clean punch. Trunks are okay here. Now, guys, we went over the rules in the dressing room. I want you to keep the fight clean, protect yourself, and what I say, you must obey. Good luck to both of you. Touch up.
In the 80s, Sugar Ray Leonard took on Marvin Hagler. A fight that many felt that he could not win against the champion who had lost in 11 years. Tonight, Oscar De La Hoya makes a similar step up against the champion who has not lost in 11 years. It's a fight many feel he can't win. Leonard proved them wrong. Will De La Hoya do the same?
We're scheduled for 12 rounds, and here we go. The talking is over. It's time to get busy. One for the ages. De La Hoya in black trunks.
First surprise, De La Hoya not bouncing, not using lateral movement, not running or dancing as so many thought that he would. He's right in front of Hopkins.
I think Oscar knows that he's not gonna make it work running for 12 rounds like he tried to do against Sturm. He's gonna have to box Hopkins right there in front of him, just like he did Trinidad early in the fight. Once he starts taking off running, he's gonna be in trouble.
Oscar was wildly cheered by this partisan crowd, but Hopkins does have some of his fans here, like former NBA star Charles Barkley, who was giving him the famous X sign for the executioner. De La Hoya standing right in front of Bernard Hopkins. Not up on his toes. Well, they thought he might be sticking and moving all night, but that's hard to maintain for 12 rounds.
Who expected De La Hoya to be backing up Bernard Hopkins in round one?
I'm Alan Massengale with Rich Murata, who you just heard from, and Lester Bedford, ringside for one for the ages here in Las Vegas. Round one of 12. Crowd already chanting Oscar, Oscar, Oscar.
Critical for Oscar right here early in the fight is establish that jab. He's got to keep Hopkins off of him with that jab.
Step back clean, fellas. Don't watch your shoulder.
He's given up a reach advantage, is Oscar De La Hoya. Many people thought, as Rich Murata pointed out, he was crazy to take this fight.
Step back clean. Let him up, let him up.
There was a punch over the top, didn't do any damage. But it could if it landed in the right way.
Yeah, you can see right away that Hopkins has some nice power that Oscar may not be accustomed to.
Oscar's proven, though, throughout his career, he's got a good beard. Has very rarely been the subject of a knockdown in the fight. I don't think he's been knocked down since that Ike Corte fight, has he? Been that long.
I can't think of one.
No, but Oscar hasn't fought at 160 pounds, except for once in his career, and that was against Felix Sturm, so you know, you don't know how he's going to take these shots from Hopkins, the guy who's been champion for 10 years.
De La Hoya rededicated himself in his camp. Now he's up on his toes a little bit. Now, Rich, I didn't expect Oscar to be right in front of Hopkins.
No, I didn't expect him to be backing up Hopkins.
And that sends a message to Bernard Hopkins right away in the first round, I think.
Actually, you know, to be honest with you, I thought that this is the only way Oscar has a chance.
That's a good jab from Oscar.
Oscar's got the hand speed to stand in front of Hopkins and fight him. He can't get too close. He starts getting too close, and Hopkins is going to start digging to his body, and he's going to start wearing Oscar down and leaning on him.
I thought, with the exception of one Hopkins punch, very good round for Oscar De La Hoya.
He looked good. Oscar did. Bernard Hopkins coming out a little slow, but he's made no bones about the fact he believes he's the better fighter. We'll listen in.
What I want to see you do is jab more. The pressure's already there. So just jab, right? Jab probably everything's cool.
Take one to the top. Just take it off. Just go around and take that.
Take a little bit.
Get ready to drop two now. You can start letting your right hand over the top. Okay? Keep your jab, keep going. He ain't doing shit, man. You gonna beat this son of a bitch, you know what I'm telling you? He getting up. You got better skills than him. Keep using your jab.
Okay, second out, guys.
There's that nice jab by Oscar. Thought he had a good first round.
What a relationship he has forged with Floyd Mayweather Sr. You see how intensely he listens to Floyd. Oscar struggled many years trying to find the right trainer, but he finally found one late in his career that he admires, and they have quite a time with one another. Floyd said his goal was to turn Oscar De La Hoya into a Blaxican fighter, combination Mexican and black.
You know, there was some talk about changing Floyd Mayweather out of this fight. They were going to get a new trainer. And there was some very serious consideration, I know for a fact, about changing trainers, and I think one of the problems was everybody was uncomfortable with Oscar carrying that left hand way down low. You'll notice tonight that he's got that left hand a lot higher than he's been carrying it. He's not rolling with those. He's not rolling those punches. This is more of a style that's reminiscent of Oscar's early career.
Floyd wanted him to work behind the jab, then maybe bring the right hand into play. Of course, everybody knows about Oscar's power in that left hand. Oscar's actually ambidextrous. He has equal power in both hands. He plays golf left-handed, boxes right-handed. A lot of respect these two have for one another. Everybody knows the power. You know, if you have to try to define Hopkins' skill, how can you do it, Rich? I mean, he can do everything and has in his career when needed.
He's very smart. I mean, the guy is a true professional prize fighter, so he knows all of the nuances of boxing. He just doesn't just jump up there and do the obvious. But I am a little surprised, I have to tell you, that he's not been a little more aggressive here so far through the first 2 rounds. Because he told me a couple of weeks ago he's going to jump right on Oscar, and I don't see that happening here so far. I think he needs to ratchet up the pressure here a little bit.
You know, Hopkins' corner encouraging him to establish that jab, as Oscar's corner was too. It's important for both of them to establish that jab. But what I don't see from Hopkins is a good strong jab. He's just poking at Oscar's head. He's not really moving Oscar with that jab.
He tried to lunge and throw there.
Just kind of pitter-patting with that jab. It's not really an effective jab.
We should reiterate, for those that don't know, Oscar De La Hoya, when they were removing tape from his hand this week, they cut his hand. He has 11 stitches wrapped up inside his glove in the palm of his hand. The doctor said it shouldn't be a factor. We shall see. Is it a mental factor? Probably not. It's time to fight, and Oscar went on with his plans, although they did a good job keeping it secret. We're at 30 seconds left, round 2.
That was a big right hand from Hopkins right there. That's kind of stunned Oscar momentarily.
Yeah, first hard punch of the fight, really.
Oscar's
kind of shook Oscar in his shoes.
That's Hopkins who's moving. Pretty good quick right hand from Bernard Hopkins.
Yeah, he's fighting a better second round now.
Oscar just landed a right hand. Final seconds of the round, Oscar throwing punches, showing his speed. Not that effective.
Yeah, it's not effective speed, though. Oscar's got to throw those punches one at a time. He can't throw 3 punches at a time.
That was stealing a page, though, out of the Leonard handbook when he fought Hagler. Flurry in those last 10 seconds and try to steal the eyes of the judges and the cards.
But you know, the judges are, they're well educated in how that fight was fought. And I think sometimes nowadays they ignore it.
You can stop his jab, pick his jab and stick him sometimes. Because he's taller.
I think it's about to get busy, folks.
Okay? Father, I'm concerned, man, bro.
When you jab, he hypnotizes. He looks at it. Remember? Okay. Remember that he'll try to jab with you. You can fight over the top like Bruce said. But your jab make him hypnotize. He don't work until you stop jabbing.
Oscar De La Hoya moving forward, lands a right from long range. Hopkins rolled with the punch, not damaging.
Going to round 3. I think it's about to get a little busier, folks. Both fighters now well into the fight. They're well oiled, they're confident, ready to show their best. These are prize fighters in every sense of the word. They've been here many, many, many times.
I think Oscar's going to have to find a way to land hard combinations. He's going to have to use that jab to set it up and land 3-4 punches. So those are amateur-style combinations there. They really don't have any effect. He's not really scoring with them. He's certainly not going to do any damage on Hopkins with him.
He might leave himself wide open.
Work out,
they clinch.
work out, work out, work out. Stop, step back clean, fellas, step back. Come on,
Oscar would be much better suited to slow his hands down a little bit and set down on those punches.
Good point, Lester. Sit down on him and fire him. Make him more effective.
Oscar trying to utilize feints in this fight. He's been feinting with his hands out in front of him on a couple of occasions, even with his feet.
Big right hand from Hopkins.
That was quick, baby.
That was quick.
That was a really heavy right hand.
Big right hand from Hopkins.
That had to bother Oscar. Too many of those shots, and he's going to have a lot of trouble late in this fight.
Wow, that was quick and it was hard. Best punch of the fight. Good counter punch from Hopkins.
He absorbed it well, though, De La Hoya. His legs look completely underneath.
You know what's amazing? The guy can come from 130 pounds all the way all the way up to his career to 160 and take shots like that.
This is the kind of stuff they might have been anticipating from Hopkins at times. He will get down and brawl a little bit, push and shove.
You never know, though, with Bernard. I remember there were never more accusations that he was going to fight a dirty fight. It was when he fought Tito Trinidad, and he fought the cleanest fight imaginable against Trinidad and won easily.
Kenny Bayless imposing his way in there briefly. Best shot of the fight so far has been landed by Hopkins, and De La Hoya was able to withstand it. Oscar looked perfectly fine, just didn't want to make that mistake again. That came so fast, though, it's hard to counter that. Straight right from Hopkins.
Looking for that lead right again.
Oscar's got to lead with that jab. He's got to get Hopkins off balance. If he can just tap him on the forehead with that left hand, he can bring the right hand behind it.
Good movement from Oscar there.
Floyd Mayweather had asked him a couple rounds ago to double up on that jab and then bring that right hand behind it, and he has not done it since Floyd has told him to.
Well, he's probably afraid of that right hand now if he throws it.
Well, you can't blame him for that. That's a heavy, heavy right hand.
Final 10 seconds, round 3. Do you give Hopkins a round for one big shot, Rich, or how do you look at it?
Well, that was a tough one. I had Hopkins ahead the whole round, but Oscar owned that last 30 seconds. It's a difficult...
I don't think Hopkins did so much earlier in the round.
I know it's coming. I know
Oscar didn't steal the round. It looked like he may have stolen the round there.
Right now, man. You're looking the worst I ever seen it. Man, look here. When you got him in the corner, he ain't doing shit, man. Break with the left hook right hand. You know how to do that. Break with him. I guarantee you're going to land it. All right?
He already took some of his right hand.
There's the right hand by Bernard Hopkins that stopped Oscar De La Hoya right in his tracks. Take a look from above. Lead right hand. Sucker punch. How did that get through?
He just wasn't expecting it.
When he tries to flurry,
Oscar's
he can't
feeling
flurry
every
behind
punch,
the counter jab. You cannot do it.
You can tell when Oscar got hit with that punch that it really shook him. I mean, he's like in shock when he's getting hit with that right hand.
Round 4, scheduled for 12. Bernard Hopkins, undisputed middleweight champion, hasn't lost since 1993. Oscar De La Hoya trying to do what many people thought was the impossible, was to beat the man who's held the middleweight title longer, 18 defenses than anyone in history. Good combination from De La Hoya.
That's what he needs. Speed, baby. Speed of hand, combinations, and then get out of there. That's what Oscar can do to win this fight.
That's what he should do to win this fight. Floyd Mayweather, his senior, was his trainer. Floyd Mayweather Sr. was telling him, I've never seen you look this bad. He wants him to work that jab and look for the right hand.
I've never understood telling a fighter why he looks so bad or how he looks so bad. And you can tell him, give him instructions that'll do him some good. Don't tell him how bad he looks. Tell him what he needs to do in the fight to win.
Hopkins unloading a little bit more this round. Both fighters extremely quick. Good jab from Hopkins. Digging to the body, he's the champion. De La Hoya doesn't need to stand there and take body shots. As Rich Murata said, speed is the difference. I get the sense Hopkins is heating up this round. Fighting more of his fight, holding his left hand down low.
He's trying to lure De La Hoya into exchanges.
De La Hoya is very, very fearful of that right hand. He's fighting very tentatively, knowing that that right hand is coming over the top.
De La Hoya was going to the body there. If he catches Hopkins off balance, that's what he's hoping to do. That's hard to do.
Bernard Hopkins is trying to make Oscar De La Hoya make a mistake. That's why he was backing off, hand down. He doesn't mind exchanging with Oscar. A low blow by De La Hoya.
Got away with it.
Not even a warning.
No.
Well, this is just a bigger guy imposing his will on Oscar right here. It's just the size difference is the difference in the fight to me right now. Is Oscar fighting up the much bigger guy.
What's the rule? The bigger guy usually wins. Good jab from Oscar.
Oscar's going to have to keep finding his spots, picking and poking, and just try to win the rounds.
Yeah, the flurries are a good idea.
Hey, I think Hopkins is improvising. He's just doing it as it goes along, so you see what will work. Especially to hold that left hand down that low.
Hopkins has no fear of Oscar's power right now. He's perfectly okay with stepping in there and throwing that right hand. If he gets hit, he gets hit.
I'd fear the judges. Get to work.
Absolutely, because some of these rounds are very close.
Let's take a look at that round. Hopkins coming forward. De La Hoya partially blocked that shot, tried to answer back himself. Now we'll take a look to see if that blow was, yeah, it was a little bit below south of the border. That one definitely was. 2 low blows, really, from
Not even a warning from Kenny Bayless. He looked over to Hopkins and kind of warned Hopkins. He looked at him, he's warning Hopkins there.
Yeah, well, you know, Hopkins isn't the kind that's going to moan about it, you know, and whine. He's not that kind of guy, but he will find a place to get even.
He usually does.
Well, it's been entertaining so far, to say the least.
And very close. I have it even on my card. I think, Rich, you have it even as well.
Yes, I do. 38 all.
Round 5 scheduled for 12. A lot of people think that, you know, in Vegas, the advantage might go Oscar's way, but it certainly didn't go his way against Trinidad, and it didn't go his way that second fight against Sugar Shane Mosley. 2 controversial decisions, so it doesn't really mean anything about being in Vegas for Oscar, judging by those 2 fights he lost. That's what he needs to do.
Work out, keep him up. Work out. Right back.
Good body shot.
De La Hoya, remember, if you have joined us late, is fighting with 11 stitches in his hand. Hasn't seemed to affect him at all in terms of throwing punches, though.
Well, you don't see any blood coming from his glove.
There's no complaints in the corner.
Right. They haven't asked him, how's your hand? Oscar hasn't complained in the corner.
Round 5.
I'm really surprised by what Bernard Hopkins is doing here. I have to admit, he's standing back looking to pot shot Oscar when I thought he would be applying relentless pressure.
Well, what he's doing is allowing Oscar to steal some rounds by setting back and pretty much throwing the round up in jeopardy at the end.
Look at him
last 30
feigning.
seconds, the rounds are being won in the last 30 seconds.
Hopkins feigning, and are you surprised, guys, that Oscar's standing there not moving more?
Yeah, Oscar's doing the best he can to keep from getting hit with those big right hands. I'll tell you, he's so aware of Hopkins' power. He's having to fight very focused with a tremendous amount of concentration to keep from getting hurt here.
To reiterate, Hopkins is a true middleweight, always has been. This is only Oscar's second fight moving up. He's only at 155.
If either one of these 2 fighters fade conditioning-wise, the other one's going to all of a sudden have a huge advantage. Because right now, they're fighting fairly even.
If Oscar trained the way he said he did, I don't anticipate that being a problem, but he has had problems in the past when he told us how hard he trained and faded in the 11th and 12th rounds. There's that big right hand Hopkins keeps trying to land. Oscar, as Lester pointed out, his concentration has to be razor sharp. One mistake and he's going to eat it. Inside 20 seconds, round 5. Oscar countering off the combination from Hopkins. Final 10 seconds, round 5. Oscar stumbles.
He got hit. He wanted to flurry. He wanted to move in and flurry at the end of the round, and Hopkins caught him on the way in. De La Hoya got restless running in.
It might have been a situation where Hopkins knows that Oscar's going to be trying to steal the rounds in the last 30 seconds, especially down the stretch of the last 10 seconds. In fact, he even stated in one of the press conferences earlier that Oscar would be trying to steal the rounds at the end. So he may have been baiting Oscar to come in.
Let it go. Don't worry about loading. Just Move that hand. All right? You're not leaving town. Go around town.
Legs is bad, man. Back him up with your jabs.
All right, let's take a look at that nice jab of Bernard Hopkins working that jab. Now here's what happened at the end of the round. De La Hoya heard the 10-second warning, started to come in and ran right into that long leg of Hopkins.
Looked like Oscar might have stumbled over his feet a little bit there too. I don't think he was hurt, but nonetheless, it looked like it looked worse in real action than it did in the replay.
Round 6 scheduled for 12 from Las Vegas, Nevada. Been a very tightly scored fight. Bernard Hopkins trying to use his power advantage and his reach advantage. De La Hoya throwing a jab inside.
I'll tell you,
stepping back.
It shows how much I don't know about the sport when neither of these guys is fighting the fight that I expected to see here tonight. Hopkins, I expected to see relentless pressure. De La Hoya, I expected to be a dancing master in there in the first few rounds, but apparently not wanting to expend that energy.
Well, I think he learned his lesson in the Sturm fight when he took off running, and that's been making him break down throughout his career, is taking off running late in the fight. So I think he's conserving energy here tonight, and the plan was to box Hopkins up close. They feel like he has a superior hand speed, and that may be his only chance, is to conserve some energy. He's going to have to fight for 12 rounds because of knocking Hopkins out is going to be almost impossible.
Another two-body shot from Oscar, one almost low, right on the belt line.
I would like to see Oscar start making Hopkins move to his right. Hopkins has a little more trouble in setting his feet when he has to move to his right. He's very comfortable right down the middle, and Oscar's standing there for him, letting him come right to him. If Oscar could force him to his right, it'd take Hopkins out of his rhythm. Not only that, he can move away from that big right hand.
Oscar doing a good job defending here. Picking off punches. So far.
So you see Oscar started moving to his left and allowed Hopkins to move to his left. And then here comes Hopkins with 3 punches. He's very comfortable throwing when he's moving to his left or straight down the middle.
Put it on his shoulder, Rex. Right into that shoulder. Right into that shoulder, Rex. I'm telling you. Double jab right into that shoulder. Right there, Rex. What are you in there?
Oscar went searching for a punch there. Wasn't there. Hopkins jabbing and standing away. I don't see the pressure yet from Hopkins.
I'll tell you what's not happening here was what a lot of people predicted early on when this fight was made, that Bernard Hopkins was going to destroy Oscar De La Hoya. It was going to happen quick. Oscar's making a very respectable fight out of this, and he's in this thing all the way.
When you got to rely on your experience and your training to carry you. Final seconds. Hopkins misses with 3 punches.
I think Oscar's had a very good round boxing here. He really fought very
I thought it was his best round, Rich. I thought that was his best round.
Baby, take the floor away. Take the floor away.
I want your hand up a little bit, okay? Be smart, man.
Smart.
I'll smart him. Just let him come on and try to crush you. You back him up with your jab, up and down, down and up. When he crowds you, let your hands go. You feeling me? All right. Okay. Be smart. Don't get hit with nothing, Oscar. Keep your hand up.
And don't wait for him. You got to put the pressure there and keep it there for this round. Make him fight this round. Make him fight. Don't let him get away. Back him up. Make him fight.
There you see De La Hoya hitting and not getting hit, moving out of there. De La Hoya, very effective round boxing in that round. Showed some movement, showed the jab.
I saw something that shocked me in that corner. Nobody came out with water for Oscar De La Hoya. Do they think that he's not sweating and he's not losing water from his system? They've got to give this guy water. What are they thinking?
Now the Hopkins corner.
Water?
Good punch from Oscar. Hopkins corner wanted to say, make Oscar fight, make him fight. So maybe the pressure's coming that you were talking about, guys.
I could sense that Hopkins was turning it up a notch towards the end of that last round.
De La Hoya got hit, and he decided, hey, I'm going to hit right back. Good swift exchange there.
Oscar's head was there, but Hopkins missed it. Hopkins listening to his corner, applying the pressure in round 7.
See, Oscar got him with the jab, and he brought the right hand behind it. That's what he's got to do, but he's got to lead with that jab. He's got to hit Hopkins with that jab before Hopkins hits him with that right.
It's a nice right by Hopkins, and Hopkins is turning up the heat.
Oh, he's just pressing him now. He's just laying his body on him. He's so much bigger and stronger than Oscar that Oscar's having trouble dealing with that.
This is the fight Hopkins has to fight.
I don't know if it's me, Rich, but Oscar's looking smaller and smaller in this fight. I didn't notice that there's that much size difference before, but now all of a sudden, when Hopkins pressing him and landing on him a little bit, Oscar's just looking smaller and smaller.
Now Hopkins is beginning to take the lead. This is the kind of pressure I expected from Bernard earlier in the fight, but he's really showing it here for the first time in round 7.
Well, what Hopkins has got to be careful of is he's all of a sudden started to ignore any power from Oscar at all. So he's just charging in there. Oscar still has enough power. If he hits him with a good right hand or a hook, he's liable to hurt him.
Look where Hopkins is holding his left hand. Good right hand from Hopkins, who's now starting to turn it up, and Oscar counters.
But you know, I don't know if either fighter has thrown a body shot the whole fight. They're just not going to the body at all.
That's where I thought Oscar should
Neither
go.
Hopkins or Oscar, either one is throwing body shots.
Hopkins spins out of trouble.
With that height, you think that Oscar would try to get to that body, but I think he's fearful of dropping those hands.
Hopkins has been a master at being able to attack all parts of the body. Really, he's breaking the guy down bit by bit.
But he's not breaking Oscar down to the body here.
Not tonight.
He just headhunting.
Final seconds, round 7. Good round for Hopkins.
Let's see if they give Oscar water this time.
Put the bullshit. I know you ain't. Put down there, man.
I need my jab to be stronger, son. I need my jab to be stronger. My jab is not strong enough for me. All right?
Give me a break when I say break. No rough stuff.
Well, this has gone fast.
I need my jab to be stronger than what it is.
Give me a clean break when I ask for a break.
Bellas, you gotta see out the cup for me now. Thank you, thank you.
Way ahead of me, son.
Dave Brown, it's already Dave Brown.
Man, this is history, man. You better let this motherfucker go.
Now let's take a look at the action from round 7. Hopkins ratcheted up the pressure in this round, came forward more. Here's Bernard, 2 jabs, followed up with a right hand, knocks Oscar back a couple of steps. Didn't seem to hurt him. No one's really been seriously hurt in this fight, nor close to going down.
The accumulation of those punches on Oscar are starting to take effect, I believe.
Round 8, we shall see. This thing has gone fast, hasn't it, guys?
Yeah. You look up and here it is, round 8. Amazing.
You know, one of the problems I have with Oscar's corner, and I've always had this problem with Floyd Mayweather, is that he offers a lot of advice, except for he doesn't offer strategy to win the fight. He is not coming forward with Oscar giving. He doesn't have a plan for Oscar to execute here. He's telling him this is the most important fight he's ever done.
Good punch.
He's got to give him a plan.
Wow. There's some heavy shots exchanged inside there. Hopkins completely dropping his left hand now. As Lester pointed out, Hopkins loves to go to his left.
No, he's giving Hopkins too much room there. He's got to close the gap and fight him up a little closer because Hopkins getting room to extend those punches. It's got a lot of power when you give him room. Oscar's standing right down the middle.
De La Hoya is going to have to answer back here now because this is where Hopkins begins breaking the guy down, puffing up their faces. What he did to poor William Joppy last year. He's got to get something back.
Halfway through round 8 now. Oscar fighting on the inside, getting inside that long reach of Hopkins.
In the corner last round, Hopkins had a little smile. I sensed that he had a very confident feeling about this fight the rest of the way. I mean, he was totally confident when he was in the corner.
Bernard working that jab much more in this round, listening to Bowie Fischer's instructions. Doing a good job of going out there. The execution is executed.
Left hand from Oscar landed off the right from Hopkins.
Oscar was searching for a way, searching for anything he can do to get an advantage, but he's just outside and outmanned here.
Well, he's certainly not out of this fight. I mean, he needs to make something dramatic happen. He's allowing Hopkins to just take over.
That's where his corner needs to tell him what he needs to do to counter, give him a strategy. Had more of that what he had in the last 5 seconds, it'd be a better round, but
keep the pressure on. You want to see you
Oscar's
come
having
back,
trouble
come
landing
back.
good solid
It's just
shots
so
in this
far from the tree. It stays right there by the tree. Roll out and come right back. Roll out and come right back. All right? Keep the pressure on him. The jab is going to do the job. The jab's going to get the job done.
It's my round.
All right?
It's my round.
Counter with the jab, baby.
It's my round.
All right. Counter with the jab. You got the right hand up to take that bullshit out of his throwing. That shit don't mean nothing. Go to the shoulder and take it out. Put some butter on that roll. Put some butter on the roll.
That's what's keeping you ahead of the game right now. Keep your jab busy.
Water. Okay. Down. Get some water. Take it out,
Look.
Okay.
Hopkins has moved ahead on my scorecard.
round 9. Hopkins taking charge the last 2 rounds. And he continues to put the pressure on we expected from the get-go. Now it's Oscar who's going backwards.
Look for something from Hopkins this round. He was saying, this is my round, this is my round.
If he's that confident, he's let it go.
And they're telling Oscar to... He's got a jab, he's got a jab, he's got a jab. Well, you can't beat Bernard Hopkins just jabbing. You got to bring something behind it. You got to bring something with substance, and Oscar just has not been able to do that.
Hold it, no, stop punching. Stop punching. There we go. Come on, fellas. Time.
Kenny Bayless having a rough time.
Listen, stop with the foolishness, guys. Keep it clean.
I don't think there was anything that dirty. Hopkins landed away, he rushed in. Maybe got a shoulder in there, but it didn't look to me like there was anything that crazy going on.
It was certainly a break that Oscar is happy to take, I'm sure.
Hopkins saying round 9 is his round. I think his confidence has grown that he can handle this guy. And Oscar's felt probably some of the hardest punches of his career. Certainly from a world-class all-time middleweight.
Watch your head, watch your head.
That was a nice left hand underneath by Oscar.
This could be the end for Oscar De La Hoya. 10 and out, knockout. Hopkins, 9th round.
And he called it too. He said, this is my round.
Now the pain that Oscar felt has switched to anger at being knocked out. He realizes what has happened to him and he can't believe it.
Well, there's a saying in time of war, the first casualty is truth, and the truth is that Bernard Hopkins is just too big and too strong for Oscar De La Hoya.
That's painfully evident, especially to De La Hoya now.
Boy, he put some butter on the roll too, didn't he? That was a wicked body shot he just took there.
We felt as though Hopkins had taken command of the previous 2 rounds and really moved the fight in his direction. And then the big shot. De La Hoya was reeling in pain when he went down.
Yeah, he couldn't even get up. He had no chance of getting up. He was trying. He's very upset because, you know, Oscar's a champion, and he wanted to continue and fight, but he fought with all he had. That man right there is just too strong.
All right, let's take a look at the knockout. Inside he comes, left hook to the head. Down goes Oscar to one knee. Now he will crumble over. And he had been hit with a body punch.
Body punch on the inside.
Body punch first, then the shot to the head. And there is the exultation of victory for the executioner.
Yeah, delayed reaction by Oscar, but the pain was just too much. He couldn't stay up.
Now that's a hell of a shot to take somebody out with one of those.
He may have broken a rib or something there. You know, Hopkins' hands are just so heavy, and Oscar's, well, having fought all those lightweights and those junior lightweights and those welterweights.
He spit out his mouthpiece down there. To be honest, it is not a spectacular looking punch. It's the punch. There's a punch to the body and then a punch to the head. They're not your classic.
Well, it was hard to see the punch because they were almost in a clinch, and he just drilled it into those ribs. And when that happens, the air leaves your body, maybe broken rib. But you got to give Oscar credit for taking on this challenge.
Oh, it was a tough challenge, as Shakespeare would say. That's a valiant flea that dare eat his breakfast on the lip of a lion. That's what happens when you take the ultimate challenge sometimes.
The bout comes to a halt at 1 minute, 38 seconds of round number 9. The winner by knockout victory, and still the universally recognized, undisputed middleweight champion of the world, the pride of Philadelphia, Bernard, the Executioner Hopkins.
Okay, fellas, trunks are good on both sides. Now, gentlemen, we went over the rules in the dressing room. Again, on caution to keep this fight clean at all times, protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Touch them up, good luck, good luck.
Boxing has long been fueled by disputes, from who's the best to the mythical pound for pound. The beauty of this moment is there's no debating. There's no more jawing at the weigh-in. We get clarity. We get truth. A fiercely proud Mexican-American, a fiercely determined Scottish sensation, both undefeated at this very second, only one to be undisputed within the hour. Here we go. Round 1 underway. The 2 undefeated champions. Tim Bradley, what are you looking for early out of Jose Ramirez?
I'm looking for both guys, actually, to establish the jab. Whoever establishes the jab first and control the pace will have the advantage in the first half of this fight.
The reason I asked you specifically about Ramirez, and Dre, I'll bring this to you, is because of what he told us just 48 hours ago about a change in what we normally see with his fighting style.
See, Taylor right here is doing what we thought he would do, is try to keep things on the outside, feint, establish his range, and try to see how fast or how slow Ramirez is, how easy he can hit him, and he needs to stay in this range until he establishes himself. Don't get into an inside brawl just yet, because that's Jose Ramirez's repertoire. That's what he loves to do, and that's his strong point.
It undoubtedly is. He talked about being a little more judicious, a little more refined and economical.
See, right there, that's what Taylor needs to do. He needs to step around right there with his jab. Get his foot outside the lead foot of Jose's. Good body shot right there.
Blocked hand from Taylor, caught the elbow of Ramirez.
If you're Ramirez, don't be picky. Just hit Taylor anywhere. His arms, around the guards, the gut. Hit him short shots. Whatever you can get it as early and often as you need to.
The biggest issue right now with Ramirez is, oh, nice left hook to the body. That's the punch he needs to land, but it was all set up by the jab.
And then he goes to the body again, so Ramirez, good work to the body halfway through round 1. Taylor with a straight left hand.
Well-placed hand right there. Left hand from Taylor.
Both guys finding success early.
Listen. Okay.
With the emotions that we've been dealing with here all week long, Kenny Bayless may have some work to do as a third man inside the ropes tonight.
I'm wondering if Kenny Bayless is going to let these fighters fight inside, because it looks like he's calling for quick breaks. And both these fighters like to fight inside, so I would like to I'd like to see him allow them to fight inside and not break them so quickly.
Taylor right now sticking out that lead hand, doing a little probe. What he's looking for is the backhand. He's trying to get Ramirez to commit with a shot. Nice body shot right there from Taylor.
After the right hand came in from Ramirez, he wants to draw him in. Another fascinating subplot to this Undisputed Championship fight, and that the men in the corner. Josh Taylor with a change to his team 2 fights ago. He has 28-year-old Ben Davison, who we saw a couple years ago with Tyson Fury. And, of course, Jose Ramirez. CompuBox tallied Taylor as having a 10-3 connect advantage in round 1.
Tessa was all set up by the movement and just controlling distance outside. You see the little probing jab right there? What that doing is manipulating the guard, trying to get those hands away from the face of Ramirez, so that way he can land the backhand. Ramirez is having a hard time dealing with the speed and the quickness of Taylor.
Taylor's a sensational athlete. That's good footwork, great hand speed.
Ramirez can't get used to catching those shots, because whether they're landing clean or not, it looks like they're landing depending on where the judges are, and it could be piling up points for Taylor. He has to punch with the faster guy so he can land his shot just like that inside of Taylor's shots.
Nice cutoff right there from Ramirez, and good exit from Taylor, getting out of that corner.
He went out to the right. Ramirez tried the long-range right hand. There's the feint. See if he can draw him in. There's a left hand to the body, took the angle to the right. And you can see Jose Ramirez complaining to Kenny Bayless as he was looking for the break.
Not enough punching from Ramirez right now. He needs to get on that jab and get on that jab heavy.
Lead left hand from Taylor. Now working on the inside, trying to work out of that situation.
And we know that Ramirez is a guy that typically starts a little slow, so this is not out of the character of Jose Ramirez.
Well, he has to adjust to the speed of Taylor. That's what it is. And Taylor's doing a good job standing his ground and also moving at the right time when Ramirez tries to attack him. Look at that jab. That's
Doubles
the
it
jab.
up.
Yes.
Doubles up that jab. Good work from the Tartan Tornado, Josh Taylor.
Hey, and Tess, that was developed by Davison, his trainer, because looking at film, Taylor wasn't a good jabber. He would abandon his right hand.
Ramirez for a moment trying to close the gap and now working behind the jab himself. Was able to go to the body a couple of times. See if he brings that right hand, takes that angle to the right, and lands the left to the body. And now more on the offensive here in the final minute of round number 2. Good fight. Uppercut comes in from Jose Ramirez. Good pace all of a sudden here.
Taylor probably caught that body shot on the elbow.
Work out.
Going to take a short break here at the end of 2. At the Virgin Hotels, Las Vegas, still COVID restriction allowance for capacity. Come next week, that's not the case here in Vegas. The lucky ones who are in here, they're seeing a great fight for undisputed status. Total punches, a 17-10 edge for Ramirez. Or excuse me, for Taylor, but Ramirez picked things up a bit in round number 2.
That clinch right there, Ramirez did the right thing. It's illegal, but this is a fight. And Ramirez pushed down on the neck of Taylor. In other words, he's saying, if you're going to be down there, I'm going to make you work to try to resist me, and now you got to lift yourself back up. It looks like it's not much, but a lot of those throughout the course of a fight can start to wear a fighter down. And little tactics from the veteran.
And the reason why Ramirez had success that last round, towards the end of the last round, was because he changed the rhythm up. He changed his attack point and also the rhythm.
Good straight left to the straight right to the body, followed by a left hook.
There he is again. That was nice combination. Right hand to the body, and he digs in again, and now closing that gap is Ramirez. This is where he does his best work. 2 times he went with the left hook to the body, splits the guard with the right hand, throws the uppercut as Taylor is covering up against the ropes and now looks to tie up. Good offensive surge from Jose Ramirez.
That's what you want to see from Ramirez. He's not looking for any particular shot. He's just letting his hands go. Clean shots will land along the way.
It's a far better round for Ramirez after a good start from Taylor.
And Taylor usually answers right away. If he's not answering like he wasn't along those ropes, that means something hurt him. A body shot or a head shot.
And now Taylor having some effective work on the inside. Just missed with that southpaw right hook.
Nice uppercut right there from Taylor. That's the shot. That's the money shot. Ooh,
good straight left from Taylor. This is high-level stuff here in round 3.
And then you see him close the gap really quick, so that way he doesn't allow Ramirez to throw any punches. And he tie up here. Another tactic that I see that he learned from Ben Davison.
Ramirez able to parry that right hook moments ago. Now he steps forward. Right to the inside. Work about high jab. Oh, good right hand to the body. And he goes again. Digs with the right hand to the body again. This is what it's supposed to look like at this level. This level of intensity, this level of purpose. Undefeated guys in their prime.
Not just the offense of Ramirez, but it's the body. Taylor's used to bodying guys that he faces. He can't body Ramirez. Ramirez is pushing him back. That's also wearing Taylor down little by little.
Ramirez coming straight at Taylor. 2-punch combination, lunging from distance, went with the right uppercut, and now on the attack. Look at this assault from Jose Ramirez. This is a great round. Good stuff here in Vegas. In that 3rd round, Jose Ramirez had a 25-11 connect advantage. He threw 30 more punches than Taylor. 21 of his 25 connects were power shots. Round number 4. And the chant of Jose starts up in Vegas. There are the punches last round. 25 total punches, 21 power connects. Now Taylor, range finding, probing with that jab, and then looking for that southpaw left hand.
Saw the lunge right there from Taylor. Ramirez got to make him pay when he lunged forward like that, and he didn't make him pay at that moment. Those are opportunities for him. Ooh.
Left hand comes in from Taylor. He has such a skilled use of that left hand in many ways. Ramirez goes back to the body on that exchange. That is where he has had success. Had 11 body shots in that 3rd round. Closes the gap again and finds success. And Taylor able to wrap up, and just a little bit of room for Ramirez to let loose again.
It's the body work, fellas. It's not the head shot, it's the body shot.
There's a straight right hand.
That's what's slowing Taylor down, and he doesn't know how to defend against the body work. He'll cover up, he's tough, he'll fight back, but he doesn't really know how to angle and get out of the way of body shots.
And another mistake that Taylor's making is that as soon as he breaks, what he does, he drops his hands down by the waist, and that allows Ramirez to follow him out with combinations and cover more ground and get inside.
Watch your hands, fellas. Fellas, watch your hands.
Anytime Ramirez gets on his jab, he has a lot of success in rounds. He needs to not abandon.
He turned him around right there.
Hey, it's a fight.
They were expecting a break. Instead, Taylor says, no, this is a fight. I'm going to chase you down.
No, you don't expect a break. You stay protected until you're out of harm's way.
That's right.
Wait, this is only round 4.
That's
the energy in this room, the level of intensity, it is palpable, and it is right in front of you.
No time, no spin, no spin.
You don't get what's fair in this sport. You get what you negotiate. Ramirez has to negotiate. Ooh, good shot right there.
Ramirez,
another good shot.
He hurt him with that shot.
Able to land it.
Taylor hurt him with that shot, the body shot on Ramirez. And look at Ramirez.
Oh, Ramirez is teeing off, Tim.
Now he's coming back strong right now.
Look at Ramirez here. Shoulder to shoulder. Taylor trying to dig in for something here. Final moments, a round 4 separation, and a left hand comes.
Watch your head, watch your head.
How even was that 4th round? Both men landed 10 punches, and then there was that moment, Timmy, with 30 seconds to go, where they land simultaneously.
That's the signature body shot right there from Taylor. He lands right as Ramirez is coming with the left hook right in the solar plex, and that's why I said Ramirez was hurt. You seen him crouch down and go forward. He was hurt by that body shot.
Strong body work from Taylor there. He landed 4 body connects. Good work up top from Ramirez. Total body punches, which, Dre, you said is the key to victory for Ramirez if he can stay the course. Big edge, Ramirez.
That's where he's getting the big reactions from Taylor. And you also see Taylor, when he gets hit with a good body shot, he won't throw punches for 10, 15, 20 seconds. And that'll also open up the headshots a little bit easier for Ramirez.
First round, no doubt, Taylor. Since then, Dre has the last 3 rounds to Ramirez. And you can see now a cut around that left eye of Josh Taylor.
It's not nothing. I'm not too worried about it. It's not nothing that he's not used to. He's been cut. He gets cut in just about every single fight. He's used to fighting with the blood in his eyes.
That same eye's been cut 5 times in his professional boxing career. This is the 6th.
Oh, headbutt again.
Southpaw versus orthodox. Get used to it. See that blood streaming to the outside, around the corner of the cheek, not going into the eye. But obviously it makes for a nice target for Jose Ramirez.
Oh, nice body shot right there. I love the patience of Ramirez right now. He's not just rushing in and just giving Taylor free shots.
Exactly what he said he would do. He stressed patience. He said, I'm not going to be as predictable as he thinks. In the lead up to this fight, time and again, we heard from Josh Taylor saying, stylistically, I'm all wrong for Jose Ramirez.
See Josh Taylor holding on right now after getting hit, after landing a good shot, but then getting caught with the left hook.
The left hook from Ramirez can be so dangerous, especially at this range. Digging under with right hands to the body is Jose. Separation and a right hook from Taylor. Lead left.
Good shot
from Taylor.
Then nice smother right there. That's how you stop the return. Return fire from your opposition.
Nearly caught him, nearly clipped him with that left hand as Ramirez fell in. High above the 22 by 22 foot ring here at the Theater at Virgin Hotels, Las Vegas. Oh! And opening up this 6th round, Josh Taylor scores the knockdown. He caught Ramirez. And he's got a lot of time to work with. Let's see how Ramirez looks. He's been down 2 times in his career. Josh Taylor, big moment here, halfway through this Undisputed Championship fight. And Ramirez battles back and he lands a left hook up top of his own.
You see Josh Taylor right now, what is he doing? He's holding his ground. He's picking, he's trying to get Ramirez to overcommit, and then he's gonna make him pay right down the middle. He's waiting on Ramirez to do some of the work for him. Come through that front door.
Oh, lead right hand from Ramirez.
And he was hurt with that shot right there. It buzzed him, but he's in good shape.
Ramirez is now on the attack as he scores the right hand against Taylor. Taylor looking for a southpaw hook of his own.
Good body shot right there from Taylor.
Short and tight with it, Dre.
Neither fighter should abandon the body, even though they're landing some big headshots. Always go back down to the body. The best investment you can make in this sport.
Huge left hands opened up the action here in round 6 and floored Jose Ramirez. He has fought back. Final minute of round 6.
Taylor wants to set up Ramirez for something. He wants to get him to commit. Look for that uppercut. He won't see it coming. He will not see it coming. Oh, beautiful shot.
There's the left hand again. Skill and the speed of Josh Taylor.
Jose is at the wrong range. That's the reason why he's getting clipped off with these shots.
Yeah, he needs to get inside into the heat of that kitchen and dig to the body. Instead, Taylor is having a big round number 6. But as is always the case with Jose, you know you're going to get that grit, determination, that heart. Josh Taylor logging himself a 10-8 round here in round number 6. Big moment. Tim, take us through the knockdown that was scored in the early moments.
Look at he's sitting back, he's waiting. He knows he's going to commit. What did he do? He waited on the right hand. He slipped off to his left. Boom, nice counter over the top. We call that a pull counter. Here it is again. Money. Where is Ramirez doing? He's coming forward, so it's double impact. It's a head-on collision, so it makes it even a harder shot.
And then Dre Ramirez tried to find his way back into it.
You already knew Ramirez was going to come battling back. He's not going to lay down. He's going to fight harder when he gets hurt. Still landed several shots. He got caught a couple times, but this is the kind of fight that this is. Gonna have to take some in order to give some.
Round number 7. Josh Taylor, a 66-65 connect advantage. The power punches land in the last round, 13-11, but circle the one that counts the most. The left hand, that pull counter left hand, 10 seconds in to that round, and a 10-8 round for Josh Taylor. Let's check in with Bernardo.
Robert Garcia told me, hey, he got caught with a good shot because Ramirez is quick, but what I told Jose to do is he got to move his waist when he's coming in. He cannot get careless and let Taylor get out first.
Anytime that Ramirez sees Josh Taylor posturing, he must be weary. So when you have a guy posturing like that, what you need to do is you need to drop a feint. You need to get him to show you what he's trying to do, so that way you're aware of it. Just don't walk straight in.
Jose Ramirez is not fighting with the same intensity that he has been in this fight thus far. Not right now.
And it's clear to see halfway through round 7, isn't it?
I think that straight left.
Uppercut.
There it is.
And he ties up.
Yes.
Money.
Came forward and he ate an uppercut. The skill and the hand speed of Josh Taylor. This guy has been on such a run, going through undefeated opponents, collecting belts, and here at just 17-0, fighting for undisputed status.
Oh, he hurt him with
double
the body shots.
left hands to the body from Ramirez.
That's where Jose Ramirez needs to live. The majority of the time to the body. The head will always be there.
Feint, feint. Ramirez needs to feint, just walking right in.
It's not the power, I think, that has Ramirez leery. He's been hit with big shots before. It's the speed and quickness that Taylor's landing those shots.
No
People
doubt,
talk
Dre.
about that.
That ability to time it as he's coming through the front door and catch Ramirez.
Nice catch and shoot.
Uppercut puts him down. What a shot! Josh Taylor floors Jose Ramirez. He pinged him, Tartan, didn't he?
That uppercut.
Ramirez on wobbly legs. Taylor in complete control. That was a massive shot as the bell closes it out. Round number 7. Bank it for the Tartan Tornado, Josh Taylor.
It's a great experience right here from Taylor. Pushes off, gets a little distance, boom, creates a little short, little space for that uppercut. Ramirez never saw it coming.
Can't relax on the inside. This is not the amateurs. You got to protect yourself inside until you're out of harm's way. Ramirez relaxed, and Taylor took advantage of it. Nothing wrong with that shot that Taylor hit him with.
Jose Ramirez has to find something. Josh Taylor is closing in on crowning himself of making history.
That was a rookie mistake from a veteran fighter.
Warning from Kenny Bayless. You knew it was going to be emotional. You knew there was going to be a lot of talking. But there's been a lot of punching too. And Ramirez has gotten the worst of it.
There's no peace treaties on the inside. You make the referee do his job.
Knockdown scored in round 6. Knockdown scored in round 7. What does Taylor have here as he tries to go to the body against Ramirez?
I don't think Ramirez is all the way back. He's still processing that knockdown. He's still dazed. He's not all the way back.
No, he isn't. And that's why he's hanging along the ropes right now. And I love the fact that Taylor's going down to the body. That's what you do when you have your opponent hurt and you've knocked him down several times. You have to continue to commit to the body to weaken him, to bring those hands down.
I think it's a good time for Taylor to open up with both hands right now and trust that even though Ramirez will throw back, he doesn't have the same pop that he had before the knockdowns.
There's a lot of small things that Taylor is doing in the inside. Catch and shoot. Just pay attention to it. When you see Ramirez load up with a shot, he catches it and then he comes back with his own offense. Right now, it's what kind of adjustments that Robert Garcia and Team Ramirez can make right now to turn the tide of this fight.
Taylor gets another good shot in there, fellas. It may be trouble. Another clean uppercut or another clean straight left.
Remember, he turned to Tim Bradley 48 hours ago, and he said, I guarantee I knock him out. Guarantee it. Let's see if he can deliver on it.
What you see from Ramirez right now, he's less concerned about offense, and he's just trying to survive, trying to get his legs back. He's trying to get his head back, his wits back, so he can get back to the game plan. Very difficult because he got hit with a big shot that he didn't see.
Taylor right now is waiting. He's waiting on the right shot. He's waiting for any low from Ramirez, and also he's waiting to catch a shot. Catch and shoot.
Punch of the night is brought to you by DraftKings. Take it to the 7th round. The left uppercut by Josh Taylor.
Beautiful shot right there. Just creating distance right there. Framework right there. Put him out of position. Ramirez got relaxed. Boom. Sitting him on the seat of his pants. Beautiful uppercut. Beautiful shot by Josh Taylor.
Now, number 9, reminder that the NBA playoffs will follow this undisputed championship fight. Portland and Denver set to go. Game 1, first round action as soon as Ramirez and Taylor finish up.
Fellas, Taylor don't want to just win on decision. He's looking for a knockout. That's the reason why he's being so aggressive. He's forcing the pace on Ramirez.
Well, let's hear what Ben Davison, the young ascendant trainer in the corner of Josh Taylor, is saying. Bernardo?
He sees Ramirez standing on the outside, trying to lunge, and he sees Josh just staying settled, staying patient, and he says, I told you all along, we can stop him.
He has said that all along. He guaranteed the knockout. He said, I haven't even reached my top yet in this game. This is only his 18th fight, and he's closing in on grabbing all 4 belts, just the 6th man in history in the 4-belt era to do so. Or can Ramirez find something late here?
Yeah, he can find something late. He can drop down low and come up with the right hand, a looping right hand over the top. He hasn't done it yet. You see the left hand of Taylor down. It's available for him. He just has to set it up.
Yeah, if Taylor sees something, he'll take it, but I really think he's preserving his energy for the last 3 rounds. He wants to close this fight strong.
Nice follow-out right there from Ramirez.
Good shot from Ramirez, good answer from Taylor.
Seems to me that Taylor's kind of taking this round off right now.
I think he took the last 2 off. I think he's just preserving his energy for the last 3 rounds.
Good feint right there from Taylor.
Stop. Let him up.
Those knockdowns definitely took a lot out of Ramirez. You can see a little lethargic with his punches, slow on the trigger. There it is, uppercut.
Scored the knockdown in round 7 with that left uppercut. That time Ramirez was able to get his right guard up. And now exchanging in the center of the ring in these final moments of round 9. And you ask yourself, if it gets desperate for Jose Ramirez, what can he pull out deep as he fights right to and nearly through the bell? Well, we've reached that point when you listen in to Robert Garcia with Jose Ramirez of what you're fighting for and what you have to do and the urgency that's needed, saying this is for all of Mexico, this is for your family, this is for who you represent. It is that point in the fight, and it may be that desperate for Jose Ramirez as he has been knocked down twice. For Josh Taylor, if he can get the finish that he says and guarantees he will get, this is a fight that many have been looking at to say, how do you change up the top 10 in the pound for pound? If there is that kind of finish, an undisputed champion who could close it out with a knockout win.
You know, if you're Jose Ramirez, this internal conversation you're having, it's between you and you. This ain't got nothing to do with trainers, got nothing to do with where you're from. All of that stuff matters to a point. This is about you and you. How much are you willing to risk? How bad do you really want it? And what are you willing to go through to get it done?
Jose right now transitioning now, focusing his attention downstairs on Josh Taylor, which is smart to do.
Watching that jab now, doubling it up. Feels like he's in control, and then comes the left hand when he can get it.
Tess, he's using all kind of tactics. Beautiful skill work by Josh Taylor. You know, that probe right there, that's guard manipulation right there. You see him, probe, boom. Move the hands out of the way, pop them right in the middle. Looking on the backhand, the back fist, waiting for Ramirez to commit.
It felt like his versatility, all the dimensions he brings in would give him this kind of an advantage, saying I can box in the center of the ring, I can be on the back foot, I can fight, I can stand up close to him and fight inside, I can tough it out as well. Josh Taylor was supremely confident coming into this.
He's in a good groove right now.
Yes, he
is. He's doing what he wants to do. He's standing right in front of Ramirez, daring Ramirez to throw because he's got him timed. And to Tim's point earlier, Taylor's not looking for a decision when he's still looking for a knockout shot.
I love his offense. I love the way he's committing down to the body, short shots in the inside, tying up, pushing off to get distance, fighting on the outside.
Oh, Ramirez finds something as Taylor went straight back, and he followed him and threw 2 punches up top.
That's there all the time, Tess.
Oh! And then there's the left hand from Taylor to answer. 4 belts on the line. Jose's family ringside. His mom Juanita, Carlos, saw Marisol there. Son Mateo, who's now 5 years old. He's often ringside for his fights. Catalina, and baby made the trip here to Vegas as well.
Anytime Ramirez gets on that jab, he has a lot of success. He's been abandoning the last couple of rounds. He's been struggling. He needs to get back on that stick to set up his offense.
There's that counter left again.
That's why it's very important, Tess, to switch up the rhythm. He has to switch up his rhythm. He has to feint, act like he's going to commit. Don't commit, and then commit.
Think about those kind of knockdowns that Ramirez suffered. They're physically draining. They take away your punching power. They have you second guessing mentally. So it's a twofold thing going on, physically and psychologically. And so far, Ramirez has not been able to overcome those knockdowns. Those were not flash knockdowns. Those were devastating knockdowns.
And especially the way his head snapped back when he hit the canvas after the uppercut. He couldn't control and support his fall after the impact of that uppercut. And you see the neck get loose and the head snap down as he went to the canvas.
Yes, showed a lot of heart to get up and keep fighting. Wouldn't expect anything less from Ramirez.
And Taylor has showed sublime skill.
Yes, he has.
Great athleticism. Taylor is everything we have known him to be in recent fights, facing his 4th world champion in the last 6 fights. Had that masterpiece in a great fight against Prograis when he rocked him in the 5th round with a right hook, and then had to deal with a badly swollen shut right eye and couldn't even see most of his work. He said, I couldn't even see my own jab when I threw it. And he finished strong to become a unified champion. And now here he is in round 11, championship rounds, potentially about to make history unless Ramirez can do something like this. Could he find something here? Ramirez coming on strong here, final half minute of round 11. What does he have? Taylor's tying up. By the way, the NBA playoff game is starting right now on ESPN2. We're finishing up this Undisputed title fight right here, and then we will have full post-fight coverage on the ESPN app. A full post-game show, all the interviews, everything you need for Ramirez Taylor deep into the night on the app, on ESPN+. 2 different messages, because that's the fight that's in front of us. 3 minutes away from crowning an undisputed champion. Ramirez being told from Garcia, valiant, brave, daring, straight right. He needs something big here. 2 10-8 rounds, knocked down twice. Dre's got Taylor up 106-101. Taylor was told, here's what you do, and if you get in trouble, you tie up. What does Ramirez have? Where does hope lie for him here, Tim?
Well, he has to start off his jab. That's what he has to do, and he has to find a way to get in the inside, but not allow Taylor to tie him up. He has to find the proper range. It's right in between mid-range and almost being all the way in. So that way, he can catch Taylor trying to tie up like that.
And Dre, you've been in spots like this that Josh Taylor is in. What's the mentality when you know you're closing in on a big victory?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of coasting. I'm a big fan of closing strong. If you've been dominating for the back half of this fight, why not finish it off to leave no doubt? Because coasting, you can get caught with something, or you can lose a round and not know how the scorecards are from earlier in the fight. So I say go out there and be the boss and close the fight strong.
Ooh, hurt him with that left hook.
Ramirez has to let loose. He has to try to buy the lottery ticket and cash it.
And Davison is betting on the boxing skill and ability of Taylor and his chin because he's never been down, amateur or pro.
Left hand lands from Taylor. And he's had wonderful moments tonight. Saying he put the prep in. He felt so confident.
And Taylor's that kind of guy where if you look him in the eye and say, go close this show and let's bring these belts home, he'll go out there and do it, or at least try.
Middle rounds completely turned things around and had Taylor in control. Knockdown scored in 6, knockdown scored in 7, and now under a minute to go. Only the 6th time in the history of the sport we will have a 4-belt undisputed champion.
Good right hand from Ramirez right there.
Half a minute to go. Ramirez has to find the home run. Taylor tying up again, 15 seconds away from history. And definitely a surge up the pound-for-pound rankings. Ramirez, what does he have? Here's the clap and lets loose right to the bell. Special night for Josh Taylor. Here's how it looked from start to finish. And early on, it was superb action, fought at a very high pace, an elite level work, that simultaneous exchange in round 4. But here's what turned the fight, Timmy. Round 6, the pull counter left.
Pull counter left, down goes Ramirez. Double impact head-on collision.
Then the 7th round, Dre, the uppercut.
Yeah, Ramirez, veteran fighter, made a rookie mistake, relaxed on the inside. Taylor took full advantage of it, and that's a devastating shot. It's one thing to get hit with a hook, a straight shot, but an uppercut that you don't see, it's extremely hard to overcome and recover from. I don't think Ramirez fully overcame that and recovered from it, and I think it showed in his performance, but he was gutty, and he fought back, and he battled back as best he could. Respect to both combatants tonight.
24 hours ago, those two teams were going at it in a hallway. This is what the sport does when two men take each other to that place and embrace sportsmanship and something only the two of them will ever know and ever share. This moment. Let's hear from the judges. Here's Mark Chinook.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds here inside the Virgin Hotel Las Vegas, we go to the judges' scorecards for the official decision. Tim Cheatham, Dave Moretti, and Steve Weisfeld all score the bout 114-112 for your winner by unanimous decision. And now, the undisputed junior welterweight champion of the world, Josh the Tartan Tornado Taylor!
I gave you guys your instruction in the dressing room. I expect a clean, fair fight, start to finish. Anything right here is low. Same thing right here. Anything between these lines right here is low. Good luck.
When asked, why don't you take a tune-up, Inoue said, I don't have the mental strength to take tune-ups. I need maximum motivation. And standing across the ring, he has that tonight in the hungry underdog of Marlon Tapales, who's also a 2-belt champion at Super Bantamweight. We're underway in our main event from the Ariake Arena in Tokyo, Japan. Karan Bhatia on the call, joined by Jamel Herring. This is the undisputed Super Bantamweight Championship. Naoya Inoue in the white red and blue trunks. Marlon Tapales in the black and white trunks.
Already you see that hand speed on display from Inoue. Right now, Tapales is making the mistake of just sitting in front of him too long because Inoue has explosive power, and any minute he could just dart out with a solid 2 shots down the pipe.
You saw Inoue with a quick right hand, and there again, Jamel, it's not just the power, it's the speed that Inoue possesses.
That's what I mean. You can't just sit there and right in front of him looking at him because just like shots like that, like I just said, 2 shots down the pipe is all he needs.
There's a left hand for Tapales that gets in.
Again, I would like to see Tapales, especially as a southpaw, move to his right. And don't do that, because like I said, he would have fell into a mean uppercut by lunging in like that. Just move to your right, and stay off the line from Inoue's right hand, because that's the southpaw killer.
Sharp right hand to the body, followed up by a left hand by Inoue. 1 minute to go in round 1 of our main event. And we see a measured approach here from Tapales. Remember, Inoue said, I hope Tapales comes out aggressive. It excites me. That's the most dangerous part.
Yeah, and he's known for mainly his punch output at times. So that's what Inoue is probably looking forward to, of him getting aggressive. But again, that's probably the wrong thing Tapales wants to do, because the more aggressive you get, the more openings you create. You create for your opponent.
We've seen many fighters dropped by body shots by the dangerous Naoya Inoue. Round 2 underway here.
Just upper body movement, little short steps. You don't gotta exert too much, but you have to do something. You have to do something in front of your opponent. Even if it's just subtle movements, feints, stepping over, but what you don't want to do is stand in front of him, because, like, again, we've seen him explode out with a 1-2 and end fights early with just that combination.
And just like that, Inoue landed the 1-2 there. Now, it was partially blocked by Tapales, but that's what Tapales doesn't want to have happen. There's a left hand. That's going to be called a slip. Be interesting to see the replay on that one. It did look like a quick left hand, as Inoue follows it up with a right to the body.
And again, you see Inoue using that reach advantage, just boxing and keeping everything on the outside. Basically, you probably trying to bait him in to fall over that lead foot again, and before he lets go of that right hand. You see Tapales reaching at times with his jab.
And you see Inoue with that back foot taking a step back, almost trying to get that looping right hand, almost that uppercut to Tapales' head when he leans in. Halfway through this round 2.
And look at the feet. Look where Tapales' feet are at. They're on the inside, and he's walking straight into that right hand. He needs to get his foot on the outside of Inoue's and keeps turning him. And that way he lines his left hand up to get a chance to shoot it down the pipe on Inoue. But when he's falling in like that, he's falling into that right hand. See, his head is going right in the direction of that right hand. He doesn't want to do that.
That's where he doesn't want to be. And one thing that gets forgotten a lot with Inoue, we see the highlight reel knockouts, but the defense, and you see the left hand there covering the head. He's been called twitchy before, but in a way, it's his ability to parry, to disrupt punches coming towards the head.
See how he fell in?
Round 2, similar to round 1 here.
Nice jab from Tapales. Like I say, he just needs to just keep turning him, you know, so just keep turning him, and eventually try to, you know, align his left hand to get a shot down the middle and connect on Inoue. It's all about the foot battle. But that right there is still like no, because you're just a sitting target.
And here comes Inoue. Those punches are partially blocked, but they are backing up Tapales.
And, you know, Inoue right now he's trying to create an opening. He's not looking for one shot. He's letting his hands go. You know, nice shot to the body. He's creating. He's trying to create openings if he can. If Tapales won't give him one. Like again, he was probably expecting him to come aggressive, but if he doesn't see that, you got to go to plan B and, you know, create openings of yourself.
The speed of Inoue.
Nice shot to the body.
Brings a punch back, and then he lands one at another angle so quickly. And Jamel, to your point, it looks like Inoue is baiting Tapales a little bit here.
Ooh.
Doubling and tripling up the jab is Inoue.
Nice jab.
Inoue displaying the right hand before throwing it.
Speed, foot movement. All right, you know, he's not getting a little bit more looser. Nice body shot from Tapales.
Tapales got on the inside there and was able to land to the body. Jamel, is that what you'd like to see from Tapales? Get more on the inside?
Yeah, I mean, again, he can get there, but him having just a slightly shorter reach, he's gonna have to box his way in. A nice combination from him. And again, you wanna keep Inoue offset. You don't want him to get comfortable and get set, because the minute you do, he's gonna sit on those punches, and that's when the power really starts. That's when he really starts to generate power, because it all comes from the legs. But if you keep backing him up and offsetting him, you can prevent him from shooting back at you so quickly.
And some good body work in return there from Inoue.
And you see him having the battle of the foot position now. See? Look where Inoue is on foot. As long as he keeps his lead foot on the outside of Tapales' foot, he's always going to be in range to load up on that right hand, just like that again. And that's just good technique. And knowing when you're out in the ring.
Both men exchange glancing blows to the body. It's been a more measured approach from Marlon Tapales here. Even though he is a very humble fighter, when he's in the ring, he always puts on a show, and he's doing that tonight at the Ariake Arena.
And again, you know, Tapales has to watch out, keeping that high guard, because he did. Ooh, nice uppercut. And I was just saying, that high guard, at times you don't always see everything coming at you. You know, you sometimes, like we've seen in the fights earlier, you know, going around the guard, and plus you got to watch where his elbows at. Meaning, you know, Inoue can take that. He can start, you know, targeting under the elbows to the body. So you gotta start watching out for that as well. Nice body shot from Tapales.
But in a way, that high guard is like blinders in a way. You don't see what's coming around it.
And even Inoue, you know, I'm saying? He put his hands up, and what happened? He didn't see that shot that just broke through the guard. And that's what I mean, that body shot.
You can hear that devastating body work by Inoue.
Ooh. Now I feel like Tapales is, he's warming up himself. He's starting to let his hands go. Now this is when the activity and the output, begins for Tapales. Nice work from Tapales. Like again, he wants to keep backing up Inoue to keep him offset. But the minute he gets like that and lets Inoue plant his feet, he's going to generate power.
And you have to give credit to Tapales. Yes, he's the underdog, but he's also a unified champion in this division. He's not coming in like we've seen previous opponents of Inoue do and not trying to engage.
And again, I like the game plan that Tapales is doing though in terms of the body. Nice right hook to the up top. He's going to the body to probably take away some of that power of Inoue, but he has to be careful. You don't want to get greedy.
And here comes Inoue. 2 right hands to the body, left hand upstairs. Inoue making his presence known in this round 4.
Now you see Tapales is marching forward. Nice body shot right in between the punches from Inoue.
These are hard shots by Naoya Inoue. Big left hand to the head. Here comes Inoue, the monster. Left hand, right hand, Tapales is down. 5 seconds left in this round 4. Can Tapales beat the count? He does. But Naoya Inoue scores the knockdown in round 4. If he's more aggressive, he's opening himself up to Inoue's attack. But you don't want to end up, for example, in the same fight that Paul Butler fought, in where you're tentative and then you end up getting dropped.
The thing is, he can box with them. He can box with them. He just got to, he's got to watch it. He got to watch where he places his shots. And being that high guard hasn't helped him because again, Inoue is gonna come around the guard and hit you under the elbows and everything.
And Inoue started
just like that.
5, the way he ended round 4. Devastating shots downstairs, then upstairs.
And standing in front of him is not going to help. Standing in front of him is not going to help him. All you're doing is becoming a punching bag and a sitting target.
That's a scary
now he's getting pieced up.
Against Naoya Inoue. Right hand gets through the guard. Another right hand.
Nice
Big uppercut for Inoue.
Woo! Nice counter from Tapales, though.
Another huge body shot.
Tell you, he has to protect that body. Because pretty soon the hands are going to drop and he's going to come right back up top.
And Tapales is a warrior, all-out warrior. He's taking this punishment and he's coming right back, landing body shots, going to the head.
It's cool.
Backing up Inoue.
It's cool to be a warrior, but you got to be smart in there too. Nice counter. Nice counter from Inoue. That was nice. That was nice from Tapales.
Tapales lands a sneaky
another one.
And another one. Here comes Marlon Tapales.
Ooh. Man.
Back and forth. One of the most competitive rounds of the fight so far.
Nice.
Both men exchanging right hands to the head.
Oh.
Big uppercut by Inoue.
I like what Tapales is doing at times, but when he throws his shots, he just stands right in front of him, and Inoue comes right back, and that time's a harder shot. So he needs to, get his and just take a step over.
You can tell those body shots are affecting Tapales. He motions to the right hand gets through for Inoue.
The counter. And again, just standing in front of him. He needs to do something. Feint, turn, something.
That's not where you want to be if you're Marlon Tapales.
Oh, nice. I love that uppercut from Tapales, though, because it's breaking the guard up anyway. Nice. That's what I mean. Get yours and go. Head movement. Get under the shots and everything. But don't just stand in front of them after you throw your shots, or just walk in straight to it with your hands up.
Incredible action in this round 5.
He just has to be smart with his defense.
Round 6 underway of this undisputed super bantamweight championship. Naoya Inoue in the white, red, and blue trunks. Marlon Tapales in the black and white. Karan Bhatia on the call, joined by Jamel Herring. The Ariake Arena in Tokyo, Japan is playing host to this matchup.
And you can hear Tapales' team jab to the body. Nice left hand from Tapales.
Tapales has Inoue backed up now.
Ooh! And you hear him saying the corners, he don't like the body. Tapales, go to the body. So again, like I said, he's doing a lot of good things. I just like to see him tighten his defense. Good jab from Tapales.
You'd like to see Tapales tighten the defense and step out of the way.
Yeah, get out the way. Ooh, I know a lot of those are blocked, but you can hear just the pop on them on the end of those shots from Inoue. Now, Inoue, as you can see right now, he's setting up traps because he knows Tapales is being aggressive, so he's taking that step back and he's trying to get him catch him coming in.
Halfway through this round 6, Inoue said he hoped Tapales would be aggressive. That would excite Inoue at that prospect. And Jamel, you're explaining why that's going to give Inoue openings.
Again, right now, I would like to see Tapales, starting to move again, start lateral movement, keep turning.
Tapales abandoned movement shortly and took 2 to 3 right hands upstairs.
But it's like I said earlier, if you know, he got caught. He's coming out with his hands down. But it's like I said earlier, though, whenever he pretty much offsets Inoue and keeps backing him up, that's when he finds success. When he just stands in front of him and tries to go toe-to-toe, that's when he runs the risk of opening up, getting caught with something big.
And there is something big from the monster. Varied attack, downstairs, upstairs.
You gotta keep backing him up, though.
You hear Tapales' corner there say, "Let your hands go."
That's what Inoue wants. He wants him to do that.
Get your body now. Get your body. Get your body. Get your body.
Oh!
Huge right hand for Inoue to close out round 6.
But Tapales, he's in this fight. He's definitely in this fight, though.
Halfway through our undisputed super bantamweight championship, Inoue did score the knockdown in round 4. But Jamel, as we've been saying, Marlon Tapales is having his moments, but you're looking for some in-fight adjustments here.
A nice jab. It's nice, good jab. But again, I like what he's doing now. You gotta keep backing the monster up. Caught that in the glove. Ooh.
Huge left and right hand get through for Inoue.
Again, Tapales, he's having his moments. Again, nice.
Nice lead jab there. Surprised Inoue.
Inoue even impressed him. He gave him his prop. Nice defense, nice. And way to shoot back from Tapales.
And that time you saw Tapales use the lead shoulder to roll
it.
past
Yeah, he rolled
his
it.
punches.
He's stepping over.
That battle of that front foot, that's so common when an orthodox fighter fights a southpaw.
Now, in a way, he's found himself reaching. Good jab again with Tapales.
And one of those adjustments you asked for, Jamel, is being done there. Marlon Tapales, he doesn't have the high guard with both hands. That right hand is a little bit lower. And I believe you were calling for that because you don't want him to block his own view from punches coming at you.
And and from that, he probably can see the punches coming at him a lot better than when he had the high guard in his face blinding him. Even now, he's getting in and out. Now, anyway, he's going to have to probably make some adjustments of his own now because he's seeing that he can't get to him with that right hand. So he's probably going to have to, step, he can't just look for 1 or 2 shots. And you see Tapales is catching the shots with his left hand now. And he's turning. And he's having moments. He's probably been winning the round. Just got caught.
The right hand there.
Just got caught though, but
the third was the most powerful. It definitely got Tapales' attention.
Nice shot for Tapales.
Tapales with a nice left hand to close out round 7.
And shooting more than 1 or 2 shots because that's what he's waiting. That's what Tapales is waiting on now, and to roll off those shots and come back with a counter.
Round 8 underway. Last round, we heard referee Celestino Ruiz say to both fighters, "Watch your feet," and it's been a battle of geography the whole night.
See? Nice jab from Tapales. And you see now with Tapales, he's changing levels with his body, meaning that he's bending his knees, he's got the body movement, he's turning. The jab is finding more success. Now, he's catching anyway, falling at times. And when he does, he has that free hand, let it go. See, you hear Sean Gibbs saying, that hand's free, let it go. Oh. He has to be careful on the inside because you don't want to get greedy and forget about your defense, because that's when you get hit in between the shots, you don't see it coming. But he even has, in a way, he's thinking more. It's more of a chess match now. It's not. It was early in the fight. It was becoming a slugfest.
That's what you want to see in an undisputed fight. 2 fighters making in-fight adjustments. And Marlon Tapales has been able to find some success here in the middle rounds.
And he's found a lot of success when he catches, in a way, backing out. Because that's what I mentioned earlier. I feel like you have to keep the monster on the back foot. But when he's coming forward, that's when he's really dangerous. And if you sit in front of him, he's gonna let his hands go. Nice from Tapales again.
That left hand got in there from Tapales. And again. It's also, Jamel, you mentioned Tapales lowering that right lead hand. It also allows a different angle for him to throw the jab that way may not be expecting.
No, like I said, he'll dip, but he'll shoot the jab upward, and it'll catch off guard. Nice.
Big right hand there for Inoue.
He threw the shot where he felt that where Tapales was going to be at. He knows that though he's going to dip, so he threw it right down there and caught him on the mark. Nice counter from Inoue. Credit to Tapales though, he's definitely doing a lot more than what most probably expected him to do, even this late into the fight. But he's a champion, so you got to give him that respect. He's a champion.
Round 9 underway, and that's exactly what we hoped for and expected from Tapales, even though he has 2 belts, came in as an underdog, has shocked the world before.
And you see the small adjustment from Inoue, like he's doubling up that right hand. See, again, he's doubling up that right hand. Because Tapales, he probably thinks he's going to stop at one right hand and he'll double up. A nice 1-2 shot from Tapales.
The left hand got through for Tapales.
Nice combination.
And right now, this distance, this pace, right, is working for Tapales.
But that's where the monster's dangerous at when he starts moving forward.
So Inoue does that.
Got to back him up. Keep backing him up. And keep turning. Right now he's lined up to Inoue's right hand. See, he just got caught. He got lined up. Got to keep turning him.
And there you see Tapales getting on his right foot on the outside of Inoue's lead foot.
But he has to watch. I know he has to watch it. Even because when he shoots that jab forward, he shoots right. He falls right on the inside of Inoue's feet. Like Sean Gibson, you gotta back him up. But when you sit there like that, you always get pieced up all night.
Especially when you have the monster landing 1-2. Some of these are getting through the guard. And there's some good body work. We have to give Marlon Tapales credit. Not only heart of a warrior, heart of a champion, but also investing to that body. And he's been going to that all night.
Nice jab from Tapales.
Tapales goes back to that high guard. Two jabs and one big right hand for Inoue at the close of round 9.
Good body shot from Inoue under those elbows. I don't know. He probably felt comfortable thinking. He probably just felt that, you know. Again, you seen the replay where he did get cracked with the right hand, so he probably felt that he needed to put both his hands up. But again, he can't see anything, and every time he does that, Inoue starts to let his hands go. Good lead left hand.
Round 10 from the Ariake Arena in Tokyo, Japan. Undisputed super bantamweight crown on the line. Inoue certainly having success, but Marlon Tapales showing that he belongs in this ring. He belongs with an opportunity for himself to become undisputed. Making in-fight adjustments. At times frustrating Inoue.
And you notice at times when he puts his hands up like that, Inoue would throw a shot and then he'll,
Big right hand there, backed up Tapales. And can he beat the count? He's not gonna make it up. Naoya Inoue makes history. The legend of the monster continues to grow. Inoue becomes only the second man to be undisputed in multiple weight divisions in the modern era. History made here in Tokyo.
Tapales he came to fight. And again, like I said, it's shots like that, even though it was on the glove, but you see just how hard he hits. You knew he was gonna break. He was gonna break through the guard and start touching that chin just like that. He thought he had his hands up and he thought he was protected. Sat on that right hand.
And that's incredible. Both of those right hands were partially blocked.
referee in charge, Celestino Ruiz, reaches the count of 10. He is the winner by way of knockout. He is now the undefeated, undisputed super bantamweight champion of the world, Naoya, the Monster Inoue.
The Monster etches his name in boxing legend.
Right now, the belts are good. If they come up on them, I'm gonna let them work in here. I gave you both instructions. I just want to remind you, listen and obey my commands at all time. Protect yourself at all time. Fight hard, fight clean. Good luck to both of you.
Joe Tessitore, Teddy Atlas, and the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world, Andre Ward, with the call here ringside. Indongo, Crawford, all 4 belts, junior welterweight championship. Let's get after it.
This is the first fight for Ndongo in the United States. All but 2 of his fights in Africa. Heck of a way to welcome somebody to the country by giving him the 3rd best fighter in the world, at least in my estimation.
I think Ndongo's up for the challenge.
Southpaw against the southpaw. Crawford is listed as an orthodox fighter, but when he fights lefties, well, different ways to handle it. Some people get their lead left foot outside the lead right foot of a southpaw from the orthodox position. Not Crawford. Fights fire with fire, very comfortable going southpaw. That's where he is right now.
What'll be apparent early is Ndongo, he's straightforward and he's straight backwards. He's consistent. That's who he's going to be the whole fight. Crawford's got more tools in the toolbox. You'll see more lateral movement, switching from right to left. So just look forward to that as this fight continues to progress.
Good looking counter left hand from Crawford as Ndongo lunged in.
One other thing that Crawford is that you missed, he's faster. Quicker hands.
He buzzed Ndongo with that straight left, got his attention right away.
So skilled as Bud.
As we said on camera, setting this up. And to your point, Crawford is more dimensional, more versatile. He can do more things. One dimension of Ndongo. And it all is about that left hand, the power hand, the backhand for the southpaw.
Crawford, one of the best switch hitters in the game, can do it either way. Comes out, as Teddy said, he's going to meet fire with fire and be in that southpaw stance. But he has equal power no matter which stance he's in.
Ndongo to me right now just looks a little tight. A little tighter than he was in his first 2 fights on the road, fighting and defending his belt.
Remember, he won his first world title with a first-round knockout.
Ndongo is undefeated, but not undented. He's been on the floor twice in his career.
But Crawford has never been knocked down, of course, as a pro, but nor as an amateur after his successful run, a 2-division world champion.
You know, we talk about all these talents, all these abilities. Who's got the physical strength? Who has the size, the length, the speed, all those things. But one thing that shouldn't be missed that I think favors Crawford, the intellect. He's smarter inside that squared circle.
And Crawford is finding out that Ndongo probably needs to be a little smarter lunging in there. Some opportunities existed there in the first round for Crawford. Had that opening left hand. And then an exchange moments ago. End of 1 here for all 4 titles.
I talked about earlier about Crawford having more dimensions. Well, you see right here some of those dimensions. You can set traps. Take a little step back, get Ndongo to reach a little bit, give up his height, and counter with that right hook from the southpaw position.
One of 9 punches he connected with, according to CompuBox, in that first round.
With Ndongo, you're worried about the jab, the setup punch, and the power punch, the left hand. But Crawford, more tools in that toolbox. You have to worry about the left hand, the jab, and the right hook. And again, a very dangerous punch for a southpaw. because it's up close, and it comes from a place where your peripheral just doesn't pick it up sometimes. So many ways to deal with a tall guy, Andre. You know, the conventional way, you can walk in, move your head, bring your feet, come behind your jab, and get close. Another way, the way that Crawford did early with that replay, you saw it, step back, set a trap, entice the taller guy to give up his height, to come to you, to become short, to become small.
He enticed him to reach. He made him pay. He disciplined him.
On paper, it's a 3-inch height advantage. There's a swinging, swiping left hand from Ndongo. Crawford gets right back into the kitchen and the crowd reacts.
Faster hands from Crawford.
No doubt about it.
And more explosive. Power's there for Ndongo, don't get me wrong. But it's wider power. It's blunt power. The sharper power. The more concise punches, Crawford.
And I think just overall, Crawford is just more settled. And when you're settled as a fighter, you can think better, you can implement your game plan better, and you'll see the shots that you need to land. Good shot from Crawford right there, but Ndongo still just a little tight for my taste.
And then on the back end, a right hand to the body, and that's going to be a knockdown score.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are you okay? You want to continue? Give me your gloves. A lot of time left.
I think he might have got up too fast. He's still hurt.
That's a great point. Let's see how he reacts.
Terrence Crawford is a great finisher.
And perhaps a little too willing is Ndongo here. Half minute left in the second round.
And a little too fat with his punches. Crawford went to a butcher. He got that fat chopped off his punches. See how straight they are? How concise they are? Crawford's get there faster.
Nearly clipped him again. Came hunting with a right hook as they tie up in the final seconds of round 2. Big round for Bud Crawford.
Right hand to the body. You're going to see the left hand coming up right there behind the ear. And Mama's happy.
Crawford is so accurate with those power punches. We told you, landing 48% of them, 5th highest in boxing according to CompuBox.
Andre, that left hand didn't land on the chin, but behind the ear. That can stay with you. That can discombobulate your equilibrium.
Yeah, to the people at home, it didn't look like much, but it was a lot. It threw off his equilibrium, and he was hurt for the remainder of that round. And he might still be a little hurt right now.
You see tonight, that power punch percentage is already at 57%.
I talked about it in the fight plan. How does Crawford deal with southpaws? Just becomes one. A pretty damn good one.
When we mentioned it earlier, Teddy, you know, whether it's orthodox or southpaw, he has the ability to put you on your seat. The skill, the power, the speed, total package is Crawford.
And even though Ndongo is a 2-time world champion, this is the best opponent and the best fighter that he's faced in his career. Not the case for Crawford. Crawford has a long list of quality opposition that's prepared him for this moment right now. Ndongo still looking a little unsure about what he wants to do offensively.
Left uppercut tried to split the guard, and Ndongo came forward that time. But you can see some doubt, to your point, Andre. He is fat with those left hands, Teddy. There is opportunity throughout the night.
Yeah, you can handle those fat punches if you Crawford 2 different ways. Punch in between them.
Another knockdown scored with a vicious body shot. Oh my, what a body shot.
7, 8, 9, 10.
Bud Crawford is the undefeated, undisputed champion of the world. Take a us through it.
I was just talking about with fat punches, you can punch in between them. And that's exactly what Crawford did. Just watch. Wide punches create holes. There's a big hole underneath. Left hand to the body by the southpaw of Crawford. Right hook misses. Left hand to the body. The follow-up doesn't. Young fighters out there, that's the benefit of combination punches. The first misses, the second lands.
And sitting next to the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world as our broadcast partner tonight, a man who just scored a vicious knockout victory to maintain that status. What do you make of it?
I love it. It's body punching. Body punching is a lost art in our sport.
Let us make it official. Fight fans, this bud's for you. You got yourself an undisputed champion. Here's Lupe.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Jack Reach reaches the count of 10 with an official time of 1 minute 38 seconds of round number 3, declaring the winner by way of knockout, still undefeated. And now, the undisputed junior welterweight champion of the world, from Omaha, Nebraska, Terrence Bud Crawford.